Hi, friends.
Oh.
Welcome into the firm of Harris and Meringue. Patrick Harris with you. Yours truly, that is Danny Meringue. To my left and on the ones and twos this week, Casey Smith doing the heavy lifting back there. We're happy to be a part of your Tuesday. Boy, what a great week. Not used to having a Monday off.
It's quite nice.
It is nice.
It's nice having a long, extended weekend.
Yeah. I almost didn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I feel like we didn't have one of these holidays off last year because we had one a couple weeks ago too.
That old Sacramento slave driver.
Well, it's the big corporate.
Big corporate.
Yeah, I think they decided to just give those to us.
I actually was in yesterday. I came in a little bit yesterday to do some things. The Swag was here to help me out with some stuff.
Wow, you made Swag come in on his day off.
No. Swag was already in. He was already in doing stuff. But I'll tell you what, though. The parking lot, half full.
Oh.
Kids upstairs are working. I know.
The one of the 2 days a week that they're in here?
I did not see the Toyota Camry's garbage park job, though. I did see it today. In fact, I'm parked next to them.
Yeah.
And which, in turn, gives me kind of a garbage park job.
Yes.
But the person on the end, they have a definite garbage park job because they're kind of over the line, which allowed me to take the low road.
Yeah. No, it's. I think we need to start shaming the Camry. I think notes need to start being applied because it's not just like, look, you park like a D-bag. Like, I was at the grocery store with the girlfriend this weekend, and we got in the car, and there was a guy on the other side. Oh no, it wasn't the grocery store. It was Starbucks. There was a guy in a big truck on the other side, and he parked atrociously. Like, took up 2 spots. Like, not in like kind of, but it was just like 45-degree angle into the spot. You could tell because people were starting to come into Starbucks, like it was starting to pick up. And he just walked to his truck, and we just kind of looked at him. You could tell that he felt it. You could tell
shame.
that he felt it.
The shame.
Like he was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude, take the 2 seconds.
That was me.
I get it. You got a big truck. It's just don't be that person. If you're gonna be that person, park further away.
Truth.
It's a simple thing.
Well, but I'd rather spend all my time driving around the parking lot looking for a spot than just parking and walking.
Look, man, if I don't see a spot up in the front, I just park in the back.
I went to Costco yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I was very worried
Why?
because it was a holiday, and I was scared that the place was going to be jacked. It wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was fine.
We do the Costco run after church on Sundays, and
That's Thunderdome, man.
It's actually, I mean, it can be bad, but for the most part, I mean, Costco does a really good job of keeping lanes open, and they've got the self-checkout lane now, which is kind of funny because if you look over the self-checkout lane, there's I think there's 8 spots. That line, it gets long, and I always look at it, I'm just like, no, I'm good, dog. But
I refuse to do the. I'm not doing the
weekend
self-checkout.
Oh, self-check. I do it at the grocery store.
I do it at the grocery store all the
Costco?
time. No, Costco, I'm out.
Because that line's usually pretty long.
Well, now they have people, at least at my Costco, that will show up to your thing.
Oh, with
and
the
they
pre-scan.
Yeah.
No, look,
super down on that.
there's some innovators, man. The thing about Costco, though, and when we have run into this more than a few times over the last couple months. Number one, like an item that you like that they just stop carrying.
Oh,
That's brutal. That's like, oh man, like because you start getting used to it. The other one is moving an item.
yes, I have. I saw this. There were these 2 dudes standing by the freezer section that clearly looked like uppities at Costco, and this old lady walks by and interrupts them in their thing. I mean, they're there to help, and she is so mad that she can't find the Pellegrino. And they were like, "Oh yeah, it just moved right around the corner." She's just huffing and puffing.
Oh,
Very angry.
I have a theory. I have a theory with the.
You smell toast?
Yeah, I do smell toast.
Okay,
Not having a stroke.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, something's burning. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, what is that? Casey, are you eating?
you got food in there? I got coming through the fan.
What are we crunching on snacks over here? Or something?
No, we're kind of wondering. Like, I had the same look that you did of like,
Are we having strokes at the same time?
or just both of us just over here just getting ready to fall over.
I'm just cutting audio back here.
That's weird. I feel a little tightness in the back of my neck and my left shoulder. It's like, no, they must be doing something in the ducting. That's always fun. But no, I have a prevailing theory about Costco. When they move an item, they do that so you look around for it and you maybe go somewhere you may not adventure to normally, because we're pretty thorough. Don't get me wrong, we hit a lot of aisles, but we kind of know where the stuff we want to get is at.
I rarely touch like the appliance section.
Yep.
like tools and coffee pots and things like that. I rarely touch that. I actually don't touch a lot of the dry goods.
Oh, really? Why?
I think we get most of our dry goods from other places.
See, we were looking for the big old bag of lentils this weekend, and they were lentilless.
Lentilless?
Lentilless at Costco.
That sounds illegal.
Yeah, right. So I got the KitchenAid, the rice and grain cooker. They get some money for that. But, buddy, cooked them perfect.
Yeah.
Did lentils in one batch, did jasmine rice in the other. It's got the little scale built into it, so however much you put in, it puts the right amount of water in, it cooks it perfectly. It's quite literally if you can set it to where you can rinse beforehand, or you can set it to where it's dry and it'll kind of like rinse it for you, kind of a deal. But it was awesome. Makes meal prep for the week. You just quite literally set it and forget it, and it actually has a keep warm setting. And I turned it off and let it sit for a little while, and I opened the lid and it was still steaming like 30 minutes later. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's one of those things like, look, KitchenAid's going to be pricey, but I've never bought anything from KitchenAid that wasn't like, yeah, that was worth it.
Don't they have lifetime warranties?
Yes, and everything's built like a truck. Like,
Yeah.
the OG is the KitchenAid mixer. You know what I mean? Like that. Like the design of that thing hasn't really changed in like 100 years.
I have a KitchenAid mixer that my wife bought 10 plus years ago.
Still
before we were together.
Works flawlessly.
Banger.
Yeah, like I don't know about you. I don't have a problem paying more for something that I know is going to last basically forever.
Quality over quantity.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
It's one of those things.
Of course.
So,
Of course.
You know.
I always get really sad when Costco has something and then never has it again.
Yes.
I buy socks from Costco frequently. They had these Puma normal socks, and I bought a pack, and I was like, oh, I need some socks. And then I started wearing them. It's like, I'm obsessed with these.
And you're like,
They don't have 'em.
never, it's just gone.
Gone.
Yeah. No, it's the clothes is one of them, but when like the snack aisles, like the last 4 aisles before you get to the checkout, you get kind of attached to a snack, and you're like,
The snack aisle.
and
I know
then-
exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, and it's just one of those like it's how they get you. Like, hey, you're getting ready to check out. Here's some snacks,
You sure you don't need some beef sticks?
dude. They've gotten me a couple times. with
And those what are the chocolates in the gold wrapper?
Oh, the Dubai ones?
No, it's not
the
Dubai
Ghirardellis?
No, it's like
Linfelt.
Ferrar.
Oh, Ferraro Rocher.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Rochers.
Yeah.
Yes, those.
I see,
Every
I-
time I walk by those,
I don't go with those too often, but like there's like God, what was there? One of them. It keeps taunting me. It's a coconut curry like trail mix.
Oh,
Oh, dude, I have almost grabbed it the last like 7 times. we've
what's
gone past.
stopping you?
I'm just like, I look at the calories in the pack, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of calories for not very much.
I know.
But I bet you it's really good.
We were looking at some stuff. We're trying to. My 9-year-old is having issues eating food these days, so we were trying to find some new things for him to look at. And my wife grabbed something. She goes, "Oh God, no!" And it's like, what? And she's like, "There's so much sugar in this."
Oh yeah.
That's rough.
No. The lady, she is a label checker, and so it's always like, and every now and then though, we'll find one. We're like, hey, that ain't bad.
Right.
Like I think we sampled one of the. They had like a dried apple chips kind of a deal, and then there was like a strawberry apple chip, and there was one other one like an apple cinnamon, I think is what it was. And man, like I was like, man, that's really tasty. And then I looked at the calories in the back, and the little pouch was like 40 calories. I was like, oh, I'm feeling good about this. It's a nice little snack.
Yeah. I had to move off Polars and LaCroix.
Oh, why?
I'm told they're not very good for you.
The fake sugars?
Yeah. Well, it's not sugar. It's like the natural flavors,
Oh,
whatever
really?
that is.
Okay.
So we're moving to Spindrift.
What's that?
It's got actual juice in it. It's like a soda water
Okay.
seltzer, but with actual fruit juice in it.
Oh,
just
okay.
like a hint.
Just the
Kind of like a San Pellegrino, like
Okay.
blood orange thing.
Gotcha.
Not my favorite, but I'm gonna try them with cocktails, and they might be great.
I've pretty much cut everything out. Like I'll have a Diet Coke occasionally, but otherwise it's water and then the coffee protein drinks that I have. Yeah, no, not me, not me. No, I don't. I definitely don't go down that path. But for the most part, I mean, I've got the water bottle. I pound 2 of those a day here now. So yeah, that's not true. I get probably 1 at the gym and then 1 here. So
Water's the greatest thing on planet Earth, man.
it is. You know, One of the million things that the lady has got me in the habit of doing is, eating better and drinking more of the agua.
I can't get my wife to drink water.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, and her dad is the same way.
Really?
They don't drink water.
I've always drank water at a decent. I mean, when I was in the military, I drank a copious amount, and then it definitely dropped off. But she always carries the water bottle with her.
Yeah.
So it's always like wherever we go, she's got her water bottle, and so it's one of those things where I just keep mine in the car, and I've always got it with me.
I've got one in my backpack for here, one next to my bed, one next to my sink, one that floats around, and then another water bottle in my car.
I keep the cup in the house.
Keep it everywhere.
I just keep the cup.
Oh, I don't do the cup. Everything is in these.
Oh yeah.
32 ounces, man.
I just do the cup. Just pound that.
Because I don't want to get up in the middle of the night, and if the cup's gone, that's a no bueno.
I don't ever keep it next to the bed.
Oh, really?
No, I don't think I ever get thirsty when I'm laying down.
Oh man, dude.
Now when I wake up, I usually go grab a cup though.
No cotton mouth for you?
Not anymore, baby. I don't sleep with my mouth open anymore. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, dude. Turns out breathing. It's funny. We were walking last night, and I got back, and I was just like, it's just kind of weird. My nose runs in the cold now. Like I didn't used to have this problem.
I'm alive.
I was like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah, dude. Welcome back to the living.
Yeah, she has something like you must have gotten like a lot of sinus headaches, and then I dropped the bomb on her that people just don't tend to believe, but for whatever reason I've got lucky. I've had like 10 headaches in my life. I don't get headaches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't ever get them.
What?
Yeah, see, she had the exact same reaction.
I mean, I drink heavily, so I have headaches.
No, I don't ever get headaches. Like my body is so broken in so many ways, but the first time I remember getting a headache, I was like 19 or 20 years old.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I've never had
hate you for that.
Right.
The young squire over here.
Yeah, no, I don't. I had
I've never had a migraine.
See, I've probably had more migraines in my life than I have headaches. I get probably like 2 or 3 a year where I have to take the what's the migraine medicine? You guys remember? They run the ad for it. I can never remember what it's called. But my dad has the same thing, and he was like
Excedrin?
No, prescription stuff. It just sits in my cupboard until I think I have. It's one of those prescriptions you have like 5 of. You know what I mean? Like you just get a prescription like when you need it kind of a deal.
It expired 3 years ago, but you're like, it probably still works.
It's fine. It's one of those things. It's fine. I don't care. But I get that like twice a year, but I get it so bad that I have to curl up in a ball and just like blankets over the head, blackout curtains. Like
I've never had that.
Oh, dude, I've had it to where it made me sick.
Ugh.
And it's just like, I want to die, please, thank you. It's one of those things I just want to say good God about, which I found. Apparently, I say good God all the time, and she is now starting a chart of the sayings that I have.
Uh-oh, R.I.P. Danny Meringue. There you go, buddy.
Yep.
See you later.
Yeah.
It was good to know you.
Yep.
This was a fun run.
No, I got her and her son every now and then. I shouldn't say every now and then, just saying "Good God" at me, left, right, and center. I'm just like, do I say it that much? Turns out I do.
I'll miss you, Danny.
Yeah.
I'll miss you.
I imagine the list.
Let me know what 2.0 is like.
Yeah, I imagine the list of sayings is probably a mile long. So, we'll turn it into a game where it's I don't know. We'll find something there.
Oakley, we got a great show for you today. Welcome back. It's been a minute, so we got a lot of cleaning up to do. It is a free consultation Tuesday, so get those in at 12:15. If we go double, we'll go double. Web gems as always, but a lot of leftovers. But we'll start right here in the NBA with your very own Damian Lillard and Denny Avdia and the All-Star weekend that the Blazers had. We'll spend some time on basketball here in the first hour. That's next. Portland Sports Leader, 105.1 The Fan.
It's
10:19 here, Portland Sports Leader. Don't you forget it, baby. We're live from the shadows of the historic Fremont Bridge. 503-864-6326. That's the fan text line. She'll let you interact with us throughout the entire day. Shout out to the cats on YouTube. YouTube.com. 105.1 FM is the channel. Lot to get to this hour. Recapping All-Star break. Blazers second half expectations. Get a lot to it. There's going to be a lot of Blazers this week, I think.
It's a lot of basketball, baby.
A lot of basketball. You know, baseball's not far behind. Already got guys about to get Tommy John.
There you go.
Oh, man. I'm sweating my fantasy so bad right now. Next 3 hours, Patrick's fantasy baseball team.
Tune in.
Hot chatter. A couple Blazers participated in the All-Star festivities this weekend. We had Denny Avdia play for Team World. But the bigger thing I think we'll start with is that the old man still got it. Is that what you said to me this morning, Danny? The old man still got it as Damian Lillard, 3-time three-point champion. Look good doing it.
Look, Dame can still shoot that thing. There's no doubt about that. People that were surprised that he's able to do this. Dame's been shooting heavy for a while now.
I think I would hope Blazer fans know that because I feel like we see it on the gram and stuff all the time of him shooting.
I mean,
maybe on Privy you show me videos.
Yeah, no, I mean, I literally took a video of him opening night before the game. I think he hit like 23 of 25 and posted that on social media. Like, yeah. He can still do this, guys. It's that's kind of what he does. And it was funny. We were talking about the 3-point contest before they went on that last little road trip before the All-Star break, and we talked about him being in it, and he was I would say he was very confident. He's very confident.
Oh, I've never known Damian Lillard to be confident. That's out of character for that guy.
And like I said, going into the weekend, he put the money ball rack in the left corner. That's what him and I were talking about. Was he was deciding between the left wing and left corner. He thought left corner, but left wing was still possibly there.
Okay.
But the name that we talked about was Con.
Con Knipple.
He said, sometimes, and it wasn't just directed at Con, it was just in general, like, I've been there. I've done this. I know what it's like. And, he saved a very good round for the final, and old Book came up short.
Yep.
And Con only had 17 in the final round. So.
And I think one of my favorite parts about it is the easiest concern going into the 3-point contest was just how he was going to move.
Yeah.
Like, I know rack to rack doesn't seem like much, but, like, when you watch Con do it, he's, like, hustling, to where Book and Dame, they've done this for a while. So they
had the 10 extra seconds that they didn't used to have. So
they can slow it down.
Dame knew exactly how much. Like, if you watch his pacing, he knows exactly how much time. It's so corny and so, like, trite, but it's like being there and doing that and knowing what it feels like to get through that is – it's something that quote unquote matters for this.
Yeah, his pacing was really nice. He, again, like you said, he could tell that he had done this before and knew he didn't need to rush. And I think that was everybody in Portland's biggest, like, oh God, don't hurt yourself. Don't let that thing pop in the middle of a third of a 3-point contest. And he looked great doing it. This is Damian Lillard kind of talking about the Achilles and what it meant for him to represent at the All-Star game.
Say I'm representing the Achilles Nation or nothing like that, but I do think I represent strength. Just we are athletes. So when we go through an injury, people act like it's the end of the world because people are used to us being like lifted up, and everything being about us. But people go through way worse, and they carry on and they continue to move forward and experience worse things than an injury. So for me, it was more about representing strength, for people that don't not just the Achilles, but like when something bad happened, like I was waived, I'm hurt, I can't play, I don't know what's going to happen, but I didn't choose to be weak about it. I picked myself up and I just kept stepping and kept marching. And, anytime I'm in that type of situation, that's what I'm thinking is like, how do I represent what I come from, the kind of family I come from, the kind of people I come from, the kind of city and neighborhood I come from. And that's who I'm representing, in this journey. It's not just about, my Achilles. It's just about not being weak, not being choosing, because you can choose either one. You can choose to feel sorry for yourself and go out weak, or you can represent what strength really is when you could take that path to be weak.
That's Damian Lillard. That's him in a nutshell, is it not?
Yeah.
Like, something I love about Dame that I think this city gravitates to him so much because of is that he has a really nice way of putting things into perspective and kind of just saying like, hey man, dude, I just play basketball, but I love it. Just like you love what you love.
The Blazers have never had a microphone in front of Damian Lillard and regretted it.
No, never. No, never. And especially with a young group like this and having Dame around is definitely a big deal. It's definitely why you pay him the money to sit out a full year, because being around the guy means that much. Now, Dame adds to the list as a 3-time three-point contest winner. He joins Craig Hodges and a guy named Larry to be the only 3 times. Fun little nugget afterwards. Steph Curry said he's going to compete in it next year. Thinking about calling Clay, and hopefully Dame will do it too. And I, for one, would be very excited for that.
Yeah,
I want to see some old guys shoot.
Well, it's not just the old guys. Turns out having great players who are very recognizable in these competitions breeds competition. Who knew?
Well, we were laughing before the show starts. Can we call Ray Allen and Reggie Miller?
Yeah.
See if they'll come in?
I mean,
Reggie would take it way too seriously.
Yeah, I know, but let's let active. And people are like, well, why is Dame doing this? Because he's active. But
yeah.
The thing, obviously Dame winning is very cool, but the thing that stood out to me was what everybody got to see for the first time again. Damian Lillard in a Trailblazers jersey competing.
Oh, yeah. It's nice.
That was pretty cool.
I mean, that's kind of what I felt the whole weekend was going to be about. Look, Dame is he is a very confident man. He is not an arrogant man. But I thought one of the whole points, he wants to win it, obviously, but was to be kind of hey guys, do you know that I still play basketball? And I think Blazer fans across the nation are very, very happy to see him and remind people that Portland has the Trailblazers and a basketball team, and we have one of the top 75 players of all time back in action.
And it kind of allows yourself to dream about next year of what that looks like to have that level of player, that caliber of shooter. And look, I will continue beating this drum. Like, just the addition of Vit Krejci and what that does to opposing defenses and like how it manipulates the floor. When that's Damian Lillard above the break, guys are not going to sit there and go, oh, his Achilles.
Right.
They're going to go, that's Damian Lillard operating above the break. We should probably push our defense out to 40 feet.
Totally. I mean, we see it all. We've seen it all season long already. Look, we've said this 1,000 times. Dame's not playing this year. And I see it on the text line and the YouTube chat and everywhere. Boy, I can't wait for Dame next year. Boy, I can't wait to see Dame with this crew next year. Boy, how much better are they going to be next year with Damian Lillard? It's been, honestly, if Denny is not Denny this year, it's the number one conversation about next year, about what a player who's not playing can look like next year.
And meanwhile, you've got Jason Tatum who's trying to come back this year for some reason.
Good luck, buddy.
Look, I wish him well.
Glory be to God, my friend.
Yeah, I don't.
It's because they can win a title this year. Well, they think they can.
Yeah, okay.
At least they think they can get to it. And if you get to it, anything can happen. Because look at Indiana last year.
Sure.
They weren't better than Oklahoma City, but they took them to 7.
The 40-20 rule, winning 40 games before you lose 20, is like one of the straightest line indicators of a title team. 91% of teams since the three-point era, which is 1980, have won a title winning 40 games before 20 losses. And right now the Celtics have a chance, but I believe they have to go 5-0 or 4-1. I can't remember what their record is. But the Spurs have a chance as long as they go 2-3 or better. The Pistons and the Thunder.
So we got a 3-team race here, potentially 4. When we come back, let's get into the All-Star game itself. Denny Avdia was the other Blazer in uniform to represent this city and this team. We'll chat a little bit about how he did. Team World tweeting from the bench. A lot of drama. But the good news is my new favorite player in basketball was the MVP. We'll get to all that next. But first, there's Casey with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the Seattle Seahawks are unlikely to use their franchise tag on running back and Super Bowl 60 MVP Kenneth Walker III. According to Adam Schefter, the Seahawks have multiple free agents they would like to retain and sign during this offseason, including extending wide receiver Jackson Smith and Jigba. Some more NFL news for you as the Miami Dolphins have released Tyreek Hill as well as former Pro Bowl linebacker Bradley Chubb. Tyreek Hill dislocated a knee and tore his ACL in Week 4 of the season, and at 31 years old, Hill will become a free agent for the first time in his 10-year career. An update for your Blazers before they get back in action on Friday, as Damian Lillard has won his third three-point contest over the weekend. Lillard now joins Larry Bird and Craig Hodges as the only three-time winners of the event. Blazers are back in action on Friday, hosting the Nuggets inside the Moda at 7. And Oregon's men's basketball is in action tonight as they will host the Minnesota Golden Gophers tonight at 7:30. Make sure to tune in right here on 105.1 for pregame coverage right after Isaac and Suk wrap up with primetime at 7. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of prime time with Isaac and Sue.
felt it right there.
Well, the All-Star game happened. Denny Avdia showed up. I would argue the world did not show up.
Well, some of them.
Some of them did. Some of them did. Some of them did not. Let's start with Denny. All right, let's start with our guy Denny. He seemed a little. I don't know the best way to say this, because I don't mean it in a negative way, but he seemed a little absent on the court.
Well, his game is predicated on being on the ball and getting downhill, where, you look around the other guys in that roster.
Dude, I saw Wemby playing point most of that game for the world.
I mean, that's the pecking order of the All-Star game, no matter what format it goes, is the alphas are going to alpha.
Totally.
And you saw Kawhi do it. You saw Wemby do it.
LeBron had some
LeBron
moments.
had some moments. Wemby was unfreaking believable.
Yeah, he was
unbelievable.
He was as advertised, and a lot of the guys kind of mentioned it after the game too. That Wemby kind of set the pace, set the tone.
That pull up he had over Kevin Durant's fully outstretched arm, and he just cleared it like it wasn't there. And
KD's 7 foot.
I was just like,
yeah.
Oh, that's gross. Like, he released it with KD's fingertips at like 2 inches below his wrist. And I was like, that's a full contest from Kevin Durant. How do you do that?
I quite enjoyed this format. I know it's the easy thing to.
It was better.
It was better, yeah. Well, and what's interesting is Sprague was talking to us as we were doing the switchover. He's not wrong in the sense that, like, it's still high scoring, but I don't know. I think the smaller vignettes, the little small games, at least aesthetically looked like they were trying harder.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you still have moments where guys are like chucking threes, but like nobody was really nonchalantly walking up the court. At least most of them. People were still kind of playing at maybe 80% game speed, 75% game speed.
Well, I mean,
to where we've seen
yeah.
dudes like mosey their way up the court and chuck a three from the logo.
Yeah, I mean, other than the final, all the rounds were very close.
Very close.
You had the World game where it was 37-35, and then you had the
that was overtime.
US game was 42-40, and then you had the final with the Stripes team against the World 48-45, and then the other final were Stars against Stripes. And whew.
Well, I think the Stripes were the old dogs. I didn't realize they were doing kind of an older team and a younger team. Maybe I missed that, or I just wasn't paying attention. But the young kids were definitely ready to go for that final.
Yeah.
And I think they took it on themselves to say, you know what, old guys? I think we're going to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
And the old guys were kind of like, you know what? I think you're going to win this game too. A lot of those dudes are just like, dude, it's an all-star game. I don't care. And I think the young kids were like, I do care. Anthony Edwards sure cared.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards cared a lot in that. But, to your point, in that third game, Kawhi Leonard was unbelievable. And it drives me crazy that Kawhi Leonard can look as good as he did in an all-star game, and then he'll be out for the next 2 weeks for the Clippers.
He seemingly didn't miss. He was 11 of 13,
No.
6 of 7 from 3.
Just money.
And the shots he was taking, I don't care if it's an all-star game, like he was just walking down and pulling, and you're just like, oh, that's right, he can do that. And I don't think when I say we, the collective we of like remembering that Raptors run, Kawhi Leonard for 3 months was the best player on the planet.
Yes.
Like,
yes, he was.
And it wasn't just that he was so good offensively. He was so good defensively. It was like we often talk about like the careers that were robbed, the Brandon Roys, Greg Odens, Tracy McGrady's of the world, Grant Hills of the world, Derrick Rose. But we've been robbed of Kawhi Leonard with all of his injuries.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has also robbed us of Kawhi Leonard.
To an extent. To an extent, for sure. But when he does this, like, was it 2 years ago when he played in the first 2 playoff games and he was just absolute monster before his hammy went again? You're just like, yeah, he's capable of doing that, guys. He's that good. He's that capable. He's that brilliant. And because of the availability stuff, he's not going to be thought of or remembered in the same vein. But also what does or doesn't come out of this scandal with the Clippers and him and Uncle Dennis and Aspiration and Ballmer, like, that's probably going to taint some things too. And all-star games don't impact the legacy in any way, but it was pretty cool to actually momentarily give a damn. Like, where in the past it just hasn't been there. And I'm not going to give Adam Silver credit for this, but it wasn't it wasn't complete dog water.
Right.
And it has been. So at least there's something there. There was something to build on. Guys, this is what I think matters. We talked about this at the three-point contest. Getting guys in who are great, who are the faces of the league, who take it seriously. Like Ant Edwards and Victor Wembanyama were adamant about being the face of the All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
I think that matters. That's like, we were talking to the boys as they were leaving, and some of the world guys maybe not taking it as seriously, but the guys who show up in those moments, the world side of this, I don't think anybody save Victor Wembanyama has an opportunity to be face of the NBA. Like Jokic will never be it, Doncic will never be it.
Luka doesn't want it.
I think he does to an extent, but there's just something about that, and there's probably some undertones of stuff of non-American, blah 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 blah. But also it's like how you grow up with them, how you understand them, how you know them. And I think Wemby's leaning into that, where a lot of the international guys for the longest period, like Jokic has never wanted that.
No, and I think one thing that Wemby has from a foreign perspective is Wemby, and maybe not even from a foreign perspective, but from a player perspective, Wemby is actively trying to change that narrative with the, I don't want to be friends with anybody that's not on my team because they're not on my team and I go against them every night. The effort, conversation that we constantly have about the NBA, lack thereof, I should say, he is actively trying to change that narrative. Now, it helps being 7'6" and as God-gifted talent as he is, to be able to do that. So that's a nice way to be present as that.
Yeah, having 14.6 rebounds and 3 blocks in 10 minutes of action, even an all-star game, you're just looking at that and going, oh, that's different.
But maybe let me push it a different way in the sense of like, why does there have to be a face? Why can't there be faces?
I mean,
because
that's what you want.
Anthony Edwards hit that shot, walked to his bench, and said, I got you. And it's like, okay, I'm behind this kid. I like this guy a lot.
I mean, we've talked about so much in the NFL about potential changing of the guard taking place as older guys are transitioning out. The NBA has held on to Steph, Braun, and Curry for the longest of time because nobody's been ready to take that mantle. And remember Ant Edwards going into the Olympics about how it was going to be his team and it's my time to shine and all those kind of things. And what happened? Steph, Braun, and Curry just said, not
Move
yet.
over.
That's not your time yet.
Yeah.
And the NBA does need to, that's the whole point, is you have those 3 guys that have been the face of the league for depending on how you want to slice it.
And there's a lot of gatekeeping in the league, too.
There is, but there's also, you have to earn it. And not even just earn it, you have to take it. Like the SGA is an incredible player. But has he, even with a title, has he taken that mantle? I don't think so.
He doesn't want it.
Ant Edwards needs to go do that. It's one of those things where, you look at it and you go, who's going to be that guy? And I've said it so many times. Ant Edwards can be that guy, but he's got to clean up the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to clean up the off-court stuff because he is so electric. He is so talented. He is so productive. His charisma is off the charts.
Dare I say number 1 in the NBA?
I don't think you can argue that.
Yeah.
But he's got some nasty stuff off the court. And
Durant called him out well. Someone pretending to be Durant,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
yes, but like he's got some stuff off the court that he's got to mature in.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can sit here and talk about how corny LeBron is and how sensitive Kevin Durant is, or Steph with the not in my backyard stuff in and around San Francisco that's kind of bothered some of the locals there with the politics side of things. Like, but those are the worst things that you can say about them as far as their off-court persona. They have kept that stuff clear. Now, has there stuff that hasn't come to public light? Yeah, but they've managed that over the course of 20 years where Ant Edwards has been in the league 5 years and it's like seemingly there's 3 or 4 things a year. You're like, bro, get it together.
Yeah, the 2 worst things about Kevin Durant's career is he can't stay on a team and he has a burner-sensitive Twitter accounts. Like, that's it? Okay. That's why I never bagged on LeBron, man.
The worst thing he did in the decision was televising this and giving, was it $4 million to the Boys and Girls Club, and the money that came in.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can talk about how corny he is and you don't
Sure.
like him and how he's always reading the first page of a book and like all the like. And this is a guy that's been in the limelight since he was 15 years old.
It's a good first page.
Yeah,
It's
right.
it's a great first page.
It's not a page turner. You want to make sure you lock into it. Like, I don't like having the face of the league stuff because it always devolves into this, but it matters. Like the NBA, and we'll get into the Adam Silver of it all later this week, but. The NBA is looking to, remember, they tried to hand the keys to Ja. They tried to hand the keys to Zion. Guess what they were? American-born stars with a lot of charisma. Do you remember the way those guys came into the league?
Dude, Ja was my guy.
Zion blew out his shoe in college because he was so forceful.
And they talked about it for 5 days straight, 24 hours on ESPN.
That almost ruined a possible shoe deal.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
probably one of the reasons why he's not a Nike athlete.
It's just one of those things where it's like, and Ja came into the league, this brash young dude who seemingly had it together.
Mm-hmm.
And then it all blew up. Kyrie was a guy who was, even though he was not a misfit, but just kind of on the edge, was a guy who had the number one signature shoe in the NBA. Kyrie's were just everywhere.
Uncle Drew.
I mean, he had all of it in off-court stuff. And it's just like, look, the pressures and everything that come with that, that's where you look at a guy like Wemby and go, could he possibly be the guy that crosses that threshold and in the league embraces it?
And I think that's what's tough about Luka too, is Luka doesn't have any of that stuff either. And Jokic as well, but they're not interested.
The worst thing that Luka has done is plays a lot of video games
And drinks beer off when he's not
and
playing.
hookah
And was sad that he got traded.
from the team that he loves.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, Sensi, little bitch.
yeah, and it's like, come on, dude.
he just bought a $15 million mansion in Dallas. I'd
Yeah.
be pissed.
Right?
He's handling better than I would.
I mean, the resale market's probably pretty good in Dallas.
I'm
so
sure it
imagine.
is, but I would go scorched earth.
Right?
And he's just like, yeah, that stinks.
So,
And I'm going to shed a tear.
I'm going to be really interested to see coming out of the All-Star break. Number one, how the Timberwolves close the season. Number two, how the Spurs close the season. Because my Spurs pick's feeling pretty good about now.
Let's wrap up some All-Star Weekend chatter. We'll get to some other non-NBA stuff. It's a free consultation Tuesday, so get those in 503-864-6326 or over on the YouTube chat. Damian Lillard wins a three-point competition, and Denny Avdia started in an All-Star game. We'll wrap that up next. 105.1 The Fan. A lot to get here in hour number deuce. Controversy at the Olympics. This quarterback's back, I guess. And the B1G, we'll talk some college football as well. Plus Web Gems. A reminder, it's free consultation Tuesday, so get those in.
I love Olympic scandals.
I was watching bobsledding because, I mean, it's bobsledding.
It's quite literally, Jamaica, we have a bobsled
Feel the
team.
rhythm.
Yes.
Feel the rhyme.
Jamaica, I promised I wouldn't spoil. And then Danny's watching Big Air on skis behind me, and I turned around and it's dumping snow, and I was like, I'll be watching that instead.
And a guy just bit it too immediately. I was
Well,
like, yep.
we learned this with the half pipe, too. Like, when it's dumping snow, it's hard to land on the ground.
After 8 rotations in the air.
Yeah.
Dude, I just did a 1900. But you got to land it.
Yeah.
Gotta land
Got to
it.
stick it. Sorry, bud.
Last week, we were talking about snowboard half pipe, and during a break, I quite literally stood next to Harris and spun around 5 times in a row. And I go, that's what that guy just did on a snowboard out of a half pipe.
In like a second and a half.
Yeah. It's like, and he just threw that thing. And I'm like, see how fast I did it? He did it faster. It's just, the skis are nuts too, because, you just kind of throw it and the skis just kind of like go everywhere. And like part of it is keeping it all together. It's like, oh, man, that's cool.
Sunday night, I could not sleep for S. I woke up at like 1 o'clock and could not go back. And I just ran Olympic coverage at 1 a.m. Just threw it on live.
Oh, there you go.
Because it's all the
Coming to you
daytime stuff.
live.
Yeah, it was all the daytime stuff that I never get to see because I'm not up that early or up that late, whichever way you want to look at it. And
I look at 1 is late and then like 4 a.m.'s early.
what's the in between? Just no man's
what's
land.
What's that cutoff mark?
What's that in between? Just no man's land.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's
the
like
youngins,
it's like the line of demarcation.
the youth.
Like 3 a.m. is just that's
Nothing
just zombie
exists.
hour.
Yeah, it's
Nothing
like
exists.
2:30 to 3:30 is just like, what are you doing with your life?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you're up at that time, unless you're somebody who just has to work that schedule
Sure.
for whatever, like I'm not
Truck
excluding
driver or somebody
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
if you're an overnight worker kind of a deal. But if you are a person who operates on a normal or relatively normal schedule, if you were up between 2:30 and 3:30, you have probably made bad decisions. Like,
Or you're like me and I went to bed before 10 p.m. If I go to bed before 10 p.m., dude, I will wake up at 2 o'clock on the dot.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
why?
I don't know, because my body hates me.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to go to bed at 10:30, 11 at the latest, and
So-
I'll sleep through the night.
So we go to bed at like 10 pretty religiously, with the exception of like game nights. I go to bed later,
But, like, when are you falling asleep?
I've got one of those Oura rings that tracks, your sleep and health and all that kind of stuff. It says the latency, I think the average latency on me falling asleep is 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dude,
When your head hits the pillow?
Bop.
Oh, not me.
So, but here's what's funny is like mine's a slow, like I feel the eyes starting to get heavy, but it's over like 5 minutes and then I'm out. Whereas, she's a light switch. I will look over like mid conversation.
Yeah, the wife's out.
Yeah.
She's out cold.
I
for
kind
me.
of admire that, like the ability to just like go completely gone. My brother-in-law, I swear to God, he's a narcoleptic because he fell asleep in the Avengers in the New York City fight scene in the movie theater.
How?
That's what I said. He's like, I was tired, and I'm like, dog.
Why are you at a movie theater?
He's like, I got tired during the movie, and I was just like, how do you, and he will fall asleep anywhere, and it's a light switch, and I'm just like, how do you possibly do that? Like, how does your brain not fire enough to keep you awake in something like that?
Oh, if it's a bad movie, I'll fall asleep.
It's the Avengers.
That's again I'm a
in the
huge
New York
Marvel nerd.
City,
That
like
hurts my soul to hear.
But like he was like, oh, what? Huh? And I was like, how does that look? If you're watching like, the original run of Gone with the Wind, I get it.
I don't know. That's a banger movie.
I know, but it's like 3.5 hours long. Like,
I watched Holmes and Watson. That's the Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly do Sherlock
oh
Holmes.
yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
Oh, awful.
Oof.
Within 30 minutes, both me and my dad sitting next to each other.
Both of you?
Both of us.
Oh, in the theater?
In the theater.
Wow, double conked out?
Double conked.
I went to see Zootopia 2 this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Is it
Great.
better or as good or worse than the first?
I liked it more.
Really?
I did.
They're good at it. They got it down pat.
Yep.
Is what's his name still voicing the Fox?
Jason Bateman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
And who else is in it that was really good?
Oh, we got a yard sale on the mountain.
Short Round. He's in that.
Okay.
I never remember his name.
He's making a ridiculous comeback.
Well, he won an Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that
That'll
movie
do
was
it.
probably one of the best movies I've seen in the last
Short
5
Round
years.
and Data, right?
Data, yeah.
Yeah.
Data and Short Round. Yeah, he's in that too. I forget.
That's got to be like the biggest gap between
I do forget
known
though.
roles.
I do forget that the Zebra Cops, they're like Zebra Bros. That it's Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
God, they get voices for stuff now, man.
Heck yeah, dude.
That's the path of the wrestler now, is to be very famous and also do Disney movies.
The cast for this is ridiculously
Yeah.
stacked.
And that's how we feel about the All-Star game.
There you go. Well, we got another segment.
It's fine.
We got a few more.
Do we enjoy it? Did you like the All-Star game?
I did.
Maybe we'll put that in free consultation.
There you go.
What can we do to continue the trajectory of the All-Star game?
I didn't hate it.
I
We'll
didn't hate it
We'll go with
either.
that. I wasn't
would-
actively booing the screen.
I was pleasantly surprised. I was actually texting with you and
Yeah.
Sprague during it. I was like glued to it. I went out for an afternoon beverage, and when I was done, I had to wait for the Team World and Team Stripes game to end, so I could get in my car and get home as fast as I could to watch the last game.
There you go.
That's how I felt.
And
That's
you-
a good thing.
And then you got home and you went, well,
Yeah, I know. I was very disappointed that I rushed home for that
womp,
one.
womp, womp, womp.
But Anthony Edwards, my
Yeah,
guy.
you
my
still
guy.
you got something out of it, which
got-
in years past we have not.
We have not. All right, when we come back, hour number deuce, let's get into this controversy at the Olympics. It's about time something happened. We're always waiting for the controversy. It's usually just like people banging each other in the Olympic Village. No, man. Bleep you and bleep you too. We'll do that next. 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Portland Prairie.
Now, From the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the Seattle Seahawks are unlikely to use their franchise tag on running back and Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker III. According to Adam Schefter, the Seahawks have multiple free agents they would like to retain and sign during this offseason, including extending wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba. Some more NFL news for you as the Miami Dolphins have released Tyreek Hill. Hill dislocated a knee and tore his ACL in Week 4 of the season, and at 31 years old, he will become a free agent for the first time in his 10-year career. An update for your Blazers before they get back in action on Friday, as Damian Lillard has won his third three-point contest. Lillard now joins Larry Bird and Craig Hodges as the only three-time winners of the event. Blazers back in action on Friday, hosting the Nuggets inside the Moda at 7 o'clock. Oregon's men's basketball is in action tonight as they will host the Minnesota Golden Gophers tonight at 7:30. Make sure to tune in right here on 105.1 for pregame coverage right after Isaac and Suk wrap up with primetime at 7. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Sports Saturday with Joe Fisher and Rashad Taylor. The Fan.
All right, hour number 2. So if you missed the first hour, you can download that, the Fan Podcast, 1051thefan.com. The Odyssey app, wherever you get your podcasts. If you missed the Sunrise Guys this morning, you can check that out on the Odyssey app or the YouTube. If you can't catch Primetime Live, you can catch that on YouTube or the Odyssey app as well. Rewind, fast forward, except for Into the Future. That would be impossible. Hey, guess what? Fan Madness is back. Woo! Join the Fan Thursday, March 19th, and Friday, March 20th for the two most exciting days of basketball at Tom's Watch Bar at A Casino Resort in Ridgefield. Dirt and Sprague. This show, the firm of Harris and Meringue, the Fan Happy Hour, and Primetime with Isaac and Suk, all broadcasting live throughout the day. Don't miss a minute of the action. Play hooky with the Fan for Fan Madness. Brought to you by A and Window Nation, March 19th and 20th at A Casino Resort.
We're playing basketball. Oh, God, I'm all about it. Come on now.
I'll always remember one day I'm sitting here before our show, like doing some work, typing, and I started whistling. You go, hey, you playing some basketball over there? Because I was whistling that tune. I'll never forget that. And I was like, oh, wow. I didn't even realize that was the tune I was whistling. Hey, you playing basketball over there?
Playing some basketball?
Bow Wow always holds a special place in my heart.
Oh, I remember when he was little Bow Wow. They grow up so fast.
I mean, do you think that's what did him in?
Yes.
Dropping Lil?
Yeah, definitely.
Can't drop the Lil.
I just don't think he was ever like as great of a musical artist
To
as
have
he
the
was
little?
just the icon.
Yeah. The zeitgeist of it all.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I get it.
I'm watching these big air skiers right now. The crazy thing about like snowboarding, you go down goofy or regular. The skiers flip backwards, straight butt to the ramp.
You like have to land backwards.
It's
if you don't land backwards, they're like, nah.
But it's like they hit the ramp, butt pointed at the sky, and they're flipping around, like 30 feet beforehand. They're just kind of peeking over their shoulder, doing their thing, and I'm like, yeah, that's got to be a feeling. Because again, snowboard, it's just hip out. I've been on skis once in my life, and I immediately went, nope, not for me, dog. Got on the snowboard and went, these are my people.
I so desperately want to hear the trash talk between skiers and snowboarders.
I mean, it was pervasive when I was younger. It was like, oh, you do this. It's like, oh, it's snowboarding's easier. It's like, well, it's just different, man. Like, here's the thing. Like, you wreck on skis, it's usually one of those things where like you just kind of bail out and roll. You wreck on a snowboard, it's gonna suck a lot.
My bestie, this guy flipped around before he even hit the ramp.
They're doing like 60 backwards. and then they're throwing absolute insanity.
My best friend, he was a snowboarder all growing up, and then in like his 30s, I think he moved to skiing, and he was like, "It's way harder, it's way better."
It's way harder.
That's what he thinks.
Oh no, it can be.
Yeah, it can be.
It can be. That's the thing. Is like also typically guys don't switch.
Yeah, he switched. I like to feel like skiing
can also be easier.
Okay.
In the sense of like you can just kind of chill, like you can because you're working both sides, kind of a deal. Like snowboard, unless you're spending a lot of time regular for switching over to goofy, for goofy switching over to regular. Like you get to the end of a run, if you're just somebody who stays on one side, you're just kind of like, "Ooh, that hip is kind of smoking now. that right cheek's kind of glowing. Don't like that."
I feel like the skiers are like, "Would you pass the Grey Poupon?" And the snowboarders are like, "Yo, dude, pass to the left, broski."
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's the tweet that we had. It was, the downhill skiers have had 87 surgeries and
the snowboarders who's on drugs and they all put up a mitten.
They just put up a mitten. Yeah, it's like, look, man, I'm aware of the culture. Like, it is what it is, but it's definitely the uptight hoity-toity. God, you know what we haven't had in a long time? A good skier versus snowboarder. Like,
have we ever had one?
No. I'm talking about like movies. Like the last one we had was like Out Cold.
Oh, and that was just, isn't that Devon Sawa? And that's just like, brah.
That's Jason London and Powers
London?
Booth and God.
Powers Booth.
Yeah, dude.
That's an actor.
Oh,
that's an actor.
Great role in it
He
too.
goes hard.
Yeah, no, we don't have any of those movies anymore.
No, we should get some more.
We got kind of adjacent there in the Hot Tub Time Machine.
I haven't seen those.
I saw Ski School for the first time ever.
There you go.
That's not a bad one.
Maybe Ski School is what I'm thinking of.
Hot Tub Time Machine, man, really?
Yeah.
No Cusack?
Mm-mm.
That's you want to talk about movies you can't make anymore. That one's up there.
Yeah, I haven't seen those. We did finally get some controversy though in the Olympics.
Well, I mean, we had controversy. We had injecting hyaluronic acid into your penis.
That is true.
So,
that is true, to get the bigger ween to make you fly.
Yeah.
But this one is a good old fashioned, I'm gonna whoop you in the parking lot. Curling, which is easily my new favorite sport of the Winter Olympics.
Spygate.
So to back this up, it's Canada versus Norway. No, Canada versus Sweden. And there is, you let go of the rock before this line, and it can tell when you let go of it based on the handle to make sure you let go of it in the right time. There are no cameras on that side, and the Swedes are accusing the Canadians of adding an extra little poke on the rock, on the stone itself, that you can't test for. Now, there are no cameras at that line, but the Swedes convinced the Canadians of cheating, and this is the exchange that went down, and I pray to sweet baby Jesus, Casey, this is clean.
I did my best.
All right.
It's okay touching the rock after the hog line, I don't know. Or touching the rock.
Who's doing it?
You don't know it?
Who?
It's a couple.
Who? I haven't done it once. You can off.
You haven't done it once?
I haven't done it once.
Okay. I'll show you a video after the game.
How about you walking around on my peel on the last day and dancing around the house here? How about that? Come on, Oscar. Just
Want me to show you a video?
I don't give a
You
They
don't
were
know
standing
that?
here. They didn't
You
call
know
it.
that?
Yeah, go.
I will show you a video after the match. That video, in fact, does show the Canadian touching the stone.
What's funny is the Canadian pivots almost immediately to, he didn't call it, but he didn't call it.
Sorry. I might have cheated, but you didn't say anything, so I'm good.
So roll us back a little bit. The Swedes set up video cameras because they caught the Canadians doing this in another competition, and they knew that it was going to be coming. So they had Magnus for Magnuson. I'm making up a name right now because there's a part that's
Connor Stallions.
Yeah, they had a part earlier where there's audio of him. Like they're letting this happen. They're letting this happen. They said, "Don't worry, Magnus has got it. He's got it on camera." So they've set up the camera preemptively because they know this is coming. So they baited the trap.
They baited the trap, and I love when he gets mad, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, you're touching the stone." He's like, "Well, you were dancing over there, like all up in my grill," and it's like, "Bro, you're cheating.
Yeah.
You are cheating."
What do you say? You're dancing around like you're dancing around in my house,
something like that. Or
get about my kitchen, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You said dancing around my kitchen.
Yeah.
Shuffleboard pool, the kitchen. You know, that is a term used, and I'm here for it. I love that the Canadian just got super pissed,
Mm-hmm.
and when he says it, you can hear his accent, which makes it even more
Oh,
glorious.
it's a hoot and a boot and a boot.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to play it for you again just because I think it's hilarious. That's my only thing when I'm watching curling. The biggest thing is like the Americans, the English-speaking countries, America, England, Canada, etc., will stand there and they start strategizing against the South Koreans or the Italians or the Swedens or whatever. Those guys all speak English
Yeah.
too. You don't speak Korean.
Nope.
And so the Koreans are just like, look at this bleep and bleepity bleep. They're not going to bleepity bleep this, but in America you got to be like, oh, if I say it too much, they'll know what we're doing. Let's just play this.
Play it
again
again
for
because it's
fun.
great.
It's okay touching the rock after the hog line. I don't know. Or touching the rock.
Who's doing it?
I don't know.
You don't know it?
You don't know?
It's a couple. It's a couple.
Who? I haven't done it once.
He points
you
at
can
him.
off.
You haven't done it once?
I haven't done it once.
Okay.
You- don't
I'll
hey,
show you a video after the game.
How about you walking around on my peel and the last day and dancing around the house here? How about that? Come on, Oscar, just
Want me to
off.
show you a video?
I don't give.
You
They
don't
were
know
standing
that?
here. They didn't
You
call
know
it.
that?
Yeah, go.
Bleep oof. Bleep oof.
I love a good oof.
Well, and it's always so funny that
And the
like,
Swedes there, like, the best part about it is that you get both accents. The Swedes like, yeah, no. What are you out here doing, huh? What are you doing?
Well,
There's a
it's
couple of you.
Well, it's like we watch, you watch these sports like skiing and snowboarding and stuff, and these guys are doing these insane athletic ability. Okay?
Yeah, we just had a skier absolutely bite it.
Yeah, to where that culture is very much like, hey, bro,
Go
like,
for it,
awesome,
full
dude,
send,
that was
like,
so
yeah.
amazing. I can't believe you landed that. Then it's curling, which is this like 1,000-year-old sport of dudes like fat white guys sitting around playing curling, and they're more angry.
Yep.
Like if that doesn't, it's the most barroom game you can play in the Olympics.
I kind of think of it as like pool hall
Oh, yeah,
culture.
100%.
Very much like, everyone's kind of a shark. Everyone's trying to get each other. And the second that you have two good matchups, it's going to get heated.
Get a little spicy.
Swag is telling me that the house is the target area of the curling sheet. So, like, obviously the target, that's the house. And the Canadian is accusing him of, like, dancing in his house.
He's pimping the stone.
He's pimping the stone, dude. What if the Swedes play Canada in the knockout round and one of the guys hits Canada with a night-night?
Yeah, oh,
Can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
yeah, exactly.
Just hits him with a night-night.
Are we going old school versus new school? Old
man.
school, no celebrations. New school's out here just pimping the rock.
I also noticed that the brother-sister duo of Sweden, the brother is on the men's team. The sister's not on the women's team.
Oh.
So I think she was just
They're
like,
stacked.
hey, bro, do you want to, like, do this together? And he was like, sure thing, little sis. And she's like, that's why they won. And he was like, cool. And she's like, oh, my God, we won a gold. And he's like, what'd you expect? We're great. We're Sweden.
Do you not know how good I am at this?
This is what I do.
I play on two teams.
I want to see somebody just like go full new school and like after just like a perfect throw, just penguin slide,
Yeah, dude.
just full send, just whoosh.
Well, can we get
the
the
Jimmy McElroy.
Yes.
Can we get the waste management curling match on the tour?
Oh yeah, just guys just absolutely losing their minds.
Side note, 109 Deweys given outside of waste management this year.
Oh my! So they just paid. They just paid for their entire.
109 DUIs outside of the waste management this year.
I had,
Over all 4 days.
I had 3 buddies that went down for that.
Yeah, my brother went.
There's absolutely no way I am in a car.
No.
No way. Like, nobody
No.
I know is driving a car.
No,
I'll walk.
I don't care. And the nice thing about it was it's not 11 billion degrees.
It's like the boat show in Tri-Cities. You heard of the boat show
Oh,
in
yeah.
Tri-Cities?
I've gone
See,
out there.
that's DUI Central,
Yeah.
too, because everyone's just hammered all day at the river.
Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb. Like
But-
Uber exists.
That being said, I do want waste management curling.
Oh, I'm here for it.
Now, would the Olympics be anti that? Would
Oh.
they go fuddy-duddy?
Oh yes.
Can you
Most
drink at a curling
likely
match?
because of, I'd guess, the religious and cultural mashups that there are.
Can you have a beer in the stands at
Oh, yeah.
curling?
Oh yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah, no. Like the only time that has become an issue, they got around it for Salt Lake. There were changes made for
The
Salt Lake.
Utes let it happen.
Yeah. Where it was a problem was when we had the World Cup in the Middle East.
Yep.
That was they were like, oh no, we're gonna do it, and then the event came around like, we're not gonna do it.
gonna do it.
And it was like, wait, what do you mean? Like a bunch of people were like, no. And that ended up being a really contentious thing.
Can't mess with my freedoms.
Yeah, well,
America.
you can when you're in somebody
When
else's
you're in
country.
someone else's country.
So I always
That's
tell
true.
people, you hate this country? Go travel the world.
When we come back, I guess he's back. I guess he's good. Why not? Let it ride. I want somebody to find me a reason why this is not okay. We'll do that next. 105.1 The Fan.
I have to scroll this because this is the only way I'll ever be able to work this in and have it actually land in any capacity.
What?
Shout out the text line who brought up the point that Canadian curlers are the reason that the Geneva Conventions exist.
Is this a true story?
This is a true story. So the Geneva Conventions exist because Canadian war crimes are the best war crimes. Like,
what have the Canadians done
I
for war crimes?
I am not going to say it. I just want people to go look up Canadian war crimes. Because you will sit there and you're like, oh, Canadians are the nicest, kindest people. And then you go look up what they did.
This is an F around and find out situation.
Oh, buddy. You start reading it and you go, Casey, are you looking it up right now? Is that why the look is on your face?
Yeah, I'm looking at little details here.
Well, I suppose I should.
It is, when you start reading it, you're just like, they did what? Where? With who? But yeah,
They just killed people.
I'm sitting here watching. Casey, I really wish you had the third camera on your face right now because his eyes are
Your eyes are pretty
bigger.
big, man. You're learning some things today, aren't you, over there, buddy?
Who would have thought?
Well, they just killed people. What am I worried about?
In inventive ways.
Oh, that I don't know. Whoa. 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 Now I just saw some stuff. Whoa, that's pretty messed up, dude. It's like Heath Ledger war crimes.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad.
Dude, they burned houses.
There's one of them that says "Merry Christmas, Canadians," said by an opposing German. He then was open fired upon. Merry Christmas.
Dang, dude. It's like throwing batteries at Santa Claus.
He
Yeah.
was waving a box of cigars.
Merry Christmas. Please don't shoot me.
No. Canada, World War I, did not mess around. Did not mess around.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Everybody points to the U.S. for that the Geneva Conventions exist because this, and it's like, no. That's Canada.
Well, maybe we shouldn't piss off our neighbors to the north.
That's our little, like, they're like the honey badger of war conflict. Like, they're tiny. They don't send a lot of people. They don't have a lot of resources. Pretty much their entire military arsenal is on loan from us.
This texter reminding us that Robin Williams once said that Canada is like a loft apartment above a really great party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're up there chilling. Don't piss them off.
Don't piss them off.
Now, we're not worried about them, but everybody else, worry about that. It's like Super Troopers, you know. That little guy over there, don't worry about that little guy. But
Just
unless
headed
you do.
Canada for some French fries and gravy, sir.
There you go, little poutine. Is it just me, or is that just a super fun word to say?
Poutine?
Poutine?
Well, I think that's because we grew up with wrestling. That would be The Rock.
Yeah, I know, but it's also just poutine.
Yeah, poutine. It's also delicious.
It's the rise. Poutine.
Cheese curds, gravy, French fries. Sounds delicious.
I mean,
I've actually never had it.
It's good.
It's
going to give you a heart attack, but it's great.
It's perfectly fine. Everybody goes, I got to get the Tim Hortons. It's like it's perfectly fine.
Trinidad Chambliss is
Hey!
back in action. Here we go. At least for now. Although I think this is the end of it. Is he going to play now?
Yeah. Signed to football for the judge.
Yeah, you know. Take this to your kids.
Say hello to your mother.
You know, I think this stuff is interesting. Like, I totally get that the NCAA wants to, like, make sure that people aren't taking advantage too much of the system. But this situation in specific makes me feel like this isn't taking advantage of the situation. This is getting what's yours. And, like, stop with but he's preventing other kids from having an opportunity. He's preventing one person from starting at one of the 146, schools that can need a quarterback, okay? One. If that one didn't make it, then they'll go somewhere else. And that one will go somewhere else. And look, if the backup quarterback at UMass doesn't play this year, gee shucks, good Willie. I'm going with Trinidad Chambliss.
Also, you know what? There's a rule that we should subscribe to in sports in general, across sports. Is it dope? Yes.
Yes.
Let it happen.
Totally.
Trinidad Chambliss is dope. Let him play. Let him play. And here's the other part of this. The year that was in question, he didn't play.
Yeah.
The NCAA, in their just preponderance of ignorance, is like, well, he didn't have a doctor that said he couldn't play. It's like, did he play the year? No, it wasn't even one of those ones where it's like, well, he played a couple games.
Right.
He did not play.
Yeah, it's because, like, they checked in on him early, mid-December,
Yes.
something like that, and they were like, how are you? And he's like, I'm actually feeling better. And they were like, oh, that means you're good to go.
It's like, he did not play, guys.
Yeah.
It's like,
Do we have to explain Scoot Henderson's injury again?
yes, it's just like,
But they said 6 weeks, Danny.
yeah, it's like, it's so dumb. Also, if you're the NCAA and you've just gotten your butt handed to you over and over and over, and you've got this kid who's gonna come back, who just played in the college football playoff and had one of the most insane performances we've ever freaking seen.
He's quite fun to watch.
Trinidad Chambliss is up there with Reggie Bush and Vince Young as one of the most insane
Whoa.
bowl game. Oh, what he did in that game? What he did in that game is all-timer good.
Whoa. I don't know about that.
He
That's a little steep for my blood.
Not-
Reggie and Vince
Brother,
are like,
you know where I land on
I
that.
know,
He
but
was-
I'm going to push back on that one.
How many plays did he make?
He made a lot of great plays, but like Reggie and Vince are
I'm not
all-timers.
talking about the careers. I'm talking about an individual performance in a top-flight national television, everything on the line performance.
It was pretty good.
That it is an all-timer. Why would you not want that back?
Well, because it's going to ruin the integrity of the
Just
student athlete.
blow my brains out. Just the mental hurdles and hoops that you have to jump over and through to justify not bringing him back. It's not cutting off your nose to spite your face. It's just cutting off your own head. For what reason?
503-864-6326 is the text line. If the NCAA had any consistency in their decisions, maybe I would side with them ever. But it's like grounding your two kids, and one has to stay in their room and the other's at the mall with their friends. That's a great way to put it, because what hills they choose to die on are so random to me.
They're dumb.
They don't make any sense what they're choosing to die on.
Like what are they worried about here? What is the precedent that is
They're
being
worried
set?
that Trinidad Chambliss is going to take a roster spot from some deserving kid who, like I said, if he doesn't start at Ole Miss, can go to Arkansas, and then the kid from Arkansas can go to Oklahoma State, and then the kid at Oklahoma State can go to James Madison, and the kid at James Madison go to UMass, and the third string at UMass, you out.
I don't care.
I will trade the third string quarterback at UMass for Trinidad Chambliss.
Brother,
That's how this works, right? Transfer portal, it all just dominoes.
going into next season, and a million things that happen. How many quarterbacks do you think are, number one, better, number two, more entertaining than Trinidad Chambliss going
Not
into
many.
college football next year?
Not many. I mean, eyes will be on Drew Aller. Sorry, not Drew Aller. Julian Sayin, Dante.
Are they more entertaining?
From a throw it in the air and see what happens? No. Kid just does weird stuff.
Like,
it's backyard football.
If you're talking about
It's
combination
Manziel.
of talent, production, and just, hey, that S is cool. Like I'd argue going into next season, it's probably him and Darian Mensah. Go do cool stuff, go be productive, go make throws that nobody else can make, and like be the guy that lead. Like Darian Mensah at Miami next year.
Mm-hmm.
Darian Mensah at Miami and Trinidad Chambliss at Ole Miss. And I'm not saying this to like poo-poo Dante Moore. Dante's kind of methodical, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like if you're talking about like the two quarterbacks in the nation going into next year, who I'm like, if you want to throw Arch in there, Julian Sain's boring.
Super boring.
Arch does some stuff. I mean,
Sometimes,
the bowl game run, flexing for the camera in the end zone. Like
Dante has some wow passes.
Yeah. But like you talk about like what Mensah can do at Miami and what a Trinidad Chambliss can do at Ole Miss. I'm like, sign me up for this.
Well, me and my friends would do a lot of rafting in the summer, and we used to always come up with this like pamphlet for people to read about which guide are you going to go with today? And it's like, you can go with this guy who's a real clean ride and be, by the books and everything's fine. You can go with this guy, which is kind of a party. That's kind of the drinking boat. Or you can go with this guy
who's going to steer you into everything.
Who you have no idea what's going to happen because he has no idea what's going to happen. You can go for that ride. And a lot of times you get people that are like, I want that boat. And then you get done, you're like, I didn't want that boat. I did not want that boat. It's like, well, sometimes you just have fun. Chambliss is fun, no doubt.
I hate the NCAA. I fiery passion of 1,000 suns.
Again, like I said, it's just like what they choose, what hills they choose to die on just don't make any sense. It's the consistency thing. If they were like, look, this NIL business, you guys govern it yourself, but we are eligibility only. We will be eligibility.
9 years of college
yeah,
football.
dude.
I don't want to hear it.
Carson Beck graduated 3 years ago.
That one bothers me less.
I understand, but like there's still situations in which like you're in your 7th year And for Trinidad Chambliss, he has 4 years of eligibility. He redshirted and had a medical year.
He had a
COVID
year.
So, like, that sounds like the rules to me.
Yeah.
But because in mid-December he was like, I actually am feeling pretty good. The season's over.
Yeah.
Oh, but he wasn't ready for, like, a bowl game? Get out of here.
It's dumb. I would love to be a fly on the wall in that room when they're like, we're going to challenge this. Because you just look around and just go, but why?
What, a bunch of the Watts against
Yeah.
a young black kid? Shocking. Shocking, I tell you.
I hate to boil it down to that, but it's like,
Guaranteed that's what
well,
it
I mean,
is.
like, give me a reason. Give me another reason that doesn't suck and blow at the same time.
Because he's taking an opportunity from another student athlete. Yeah.
Shoot me.
Yep. When we come back, let's stick in some college football, some leftover nugs from last week. As the B1G, they got ideas. Are they good ideas? There's Casey with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This Sports Center update is brought to you by Mountaintop Metal Roofing. No maintenance, energy efficient, fire resistant, and a lifetime warranty. Do it once, do it right. Visit mountaintopmetalroofing.com. First on the Fan, the Seattle Seahawks are unlikely to use their franchise tag on running back and Super Bowl 60 MVP Kenneth Walker III. According to Adam Schefter, the Seahawks have multiple free agents that they would like to retain and sign during this offseason, including extending wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba. Some more NFL news for you as the Miami Dolphins have released Tyreek Hill. Hill dislocated his knee and tore his ACL in Week 4 of the season, and at 31 years old, he will become a free agent for the first time in his 10-year career. An update for your Blazers before they get back in action on Friday. Damian Lillard won his third three-point contest over the weekend. Lillard now joins Larry Bird and Craig Hodges as the only three-time winners of the event. Blazers are back in action on Friday, hosting the Nuggets inside the Moda at 7. And Oregon's men's basketball is in action tonight as they will host the Minnesota Golden Gophers tonight at 7:30. Make sure to tune in right here on 105.1 for pregame coverage right after Isaac and Suk wrap up with primetime at 7. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of the firm of Harris and Meringue. Weekday
The Home Run Stroker.
Coming up next is Web Gems, everybody's favorite. Travel to the world of golf for that. Free consultation Tuesday. Get those in. 503-864-6326 is the fan text line. Oops. Can fix that easily.
There you go.
I found the button on the computer that does it.
Yeah. There you
go. So we'll get to that in a minute. The B1G, they are back in action, my friend. They have lots of great ideas. When you think about this real quick before we dive into this, if you had to pick a side, now I know your school sits in big B1G land.
Yeah, sure.
But I think it's still early to be like, if the Pac-12 and the B1G stood next to each other, and you're the dog, and the owners are asking which owner the dog will go to, you're still in a zone where you might veer towards the Pac-12, right? Allegiance-wise.
I mean, yes.
You're not quite in the B1G land.
No. Look, I don't want to. Look, man, I don't like the idea of going to Rutgers or to Maryland.
No.
And I got nothing against those places. Maryland basketball, Maryland lacrosse, I love. Rutgers, fine. I was in New Jersey for multiple times, and it's totally fine. But the idea like that's the same conference that I'm in?
Yeah.
No.
So if you had to pick a parent that you liked, would you rather be with the B1G or the SEC? See, it's tough for me because I have so much hatred towards the B1G growing up. Like, not only am I choosing the Pac-12 over the B1G, but I'm choosing the Pac-12 because, like, I grew up rooting against the Rose Bowl, baby. Like, we just root against B1G teams.
I think, like, rooted in my head is the recent history of the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
But what has happened over the last couple of years? Indiana, Ohio State, Michigan. That is 3 different programs from the Big Ten who have won national titles.
Not to mention Oregon's knocking on that door as well. SC's not far behind and potentially getting into a playoff. You got your Iowas of the world. Yeah, the B1G is kind of, Penn State, they were doing well until they hit the side of a cliff. Until they hit the side of a cliff this last year.
But it's I think we're still operating in the world because ESPN is SEC, SEC is ESPN. It's you're just going to get hit with it over the head. And I look at that and I go, I think I'm going to attach my wagon to the Big Ten.
I think I am too. I think the SEC. Look, I think what's tough is sometimes the Big Ten, I don't love their ideas.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I like how they go about it more than the SEC because I do think there is a part of the Big Ten that wants college football to be better and does care about college football as a whole, to where too often I just think of Sankey wanting to make sure that the SEC stays tried and true. And he doesn't care about college football. He doesn't care about smaller teams. He doesn't care about the Big Ten, the Big 12, the ACC. He wants what's best for the ACC. And I don't love that because college football, to your point, is largely been driven in the SEC, especially of late. Basically, since Pete Carroll left USC, it has been SEC with some Big Ten of late.
Little sprinkle.
Little sprinkle in there. And
LSU, Bama, Georgia.
Exactly. And Clemson says hi every once in a while. Ohio State says hi every once in a while. So that they have dominated. But I do like the concept of somebody giving an S about everybody else. And I think the Big Ten does a better job of that. Now
the SEC is protectionism as it's fine.
Without a doubt.
If you want to go, world governance parlance, it's isolationism.
Yes.
That's what it is.
The suggested format from the Big Ten that is circulating, is a 23+1 selection model that eliminates conference championship games. It also adds a weekend of on-campus college football home games. This was distributed to Big Ten athletic directors and head coaches. This is according to Pete Thamel.
Real quick, did I take over the Big Ten? Is that what happened?
Maybe.
Because
now,
this is what I've been floating for a while now.
Now, I am not a 24-team guy. I'm not interested in
24 is too much. I'm a 16-team guy, but everything else about this
I like 12. I'll be fine with 16.
16, like, somebody's always going to complain. Somebody's always going to complain. But the additional line in this is kind of where you make my eyebrows raise of, like, if you're going to go to 24, the top 8 get a bye.
And what I do love about that is in this, there are no automatic qualifiers.
None.
See,
Top 23 teams in the country plus a group of 6. So
see,
you
I'm
could
really into that.
You could have 3 group of 6 teams.
You could.
Like, let's just take the top 23 right now. Garrett, the group of 6 title winner is going to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say let's just use Tulane.
Okay.
Let's just put, or you know what? Let's just let's go.
Tulane was the highest ranked.
Yeah. Okay. Let's put Tulane in there.
But Tulane was ranked like 19th.
But like again, so they're in safe. So what if you've got JMU at 17? What if you've got?
Well, they would both get in. I think what they're saying is that
you're get a guaranteed one.
Get a guaranteed. If nobody is,
but
then
that's what
it
I'm
would
saying.
go there.
It's like all of a sudden the Vandy's, Illinois.
But that's exactly why I don't need 24 teams, because I don't need Vandy and Illinois to be in the playoff, because I don't think they're going to win a game.
But no, here's what I'm saying in this. This is the NCAA tournamentification of this. You introduce more volatility. Anybody, it's especially football and basketball in one or dones. Like Major League Baseball, NHL, NBA, the staggering majority of the time, better team wins.
Oh yeah,
staggering majority of the time. Hockey has the most volatility because goalie
can get hot.
Goalie can get hot, and I've said this a million times. You know, Jonathan Quick for the LA Kings when they won their first title, it's the best goalie run we've seen in 100 years in the NHL.
Well, the only team to come back down 3-0 in a best of 7 is baseball once, and then it's like hockey 3 other times.
Yeah. And there's
so
it
can happen.
And there's a bunch of 3-1s in the NHL. There's a ton of those.
And there's like only a famous 3-1 in NBA of my lifetime.
Yes. So like they just those kind of bore out, but. You get in single game elimination, volatility happens. App State, Michigan happens.
Take that, Michigan.
But like it does. Like it
does.
Anything can happen. And if you introduce more volatility.
Boise State, Oklahoma.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah. And that's when I love the idea of the best team winning, like all those things. Like Indiana was and has been a wagon. Mm-hmm. They weren't losing to anybody.
No, I didn't think so. Like, closer game in the final than I expected, but I didn't think they were going to lose.
They had it under control when it mattered most. Like, I don't care who you throw into that volatility. I think that's an all-time team. That's an all-time team. As crazy as it is to say out loud for some people or to hear that, that's an all-time team. They went 16-0, and who they went through to get there, they beat the best of the best kind of a deal, right? I do want to see, SMU shows up in the playoff last year. They get smoked. But guess what? One year SMU is going to get in there. 1 year JMU is going to get in there, and all of a sudden they're going to catch somebody. Mm-hmm. And it's going to Arizona State 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, someone's going to get got by one of these Power Fives or G5.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get got.
And it doesn't even have to be the Group of 5, Group of 6 teams. It's a lesser ACC team. It's a lesser Big 12 team. It's like I want the volatility to be introduced because.
Like if Duke gets in, does Mensa just have a game and knocks off Ohio State? Maybe. Because
that's the thing is like with the transfer portal, this dispersion of talent, you can get a running back and just take over a game. Mm-hmm. Just all of a sudden you're just sitting there going, oh, like let's just say like Ladd McConkey's not on Georgia. He's on
Tulane.
Let's go USF.
Okay.
He's down at USF, and all of a sudden Ladd McConkey goes off for 16 catches and 230 yards and 3 touchdowns instead of being at Georgia, and you're just like, oh, sweet, merciful Jesus.
To your point that you mentioned earlier, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like John Morant. That sounds
at Murray State. Yeah.
That sounds like C.J. McCollum.
At
that sounds
Lehigh.
like Damian Lillard.
Yes.
Like, that's what these guys do, and that's how they get drafted.
And the dispersion of talent now allows, look, the staggering majority of time, the better team is going to win.
Sure.
But as much as we want to say, oh, we want these dynasties, we want these teams, like, you know what's doper than that? Surprises. Cool runs. Like, we talk about George Mason. We talk about VCU.
Trinidad Chambliss.
With Trinidad Chambliss, a guy that was at Ferris State, and he was going to be the backup.
Doug Flutie at Boston College.
Like, we remember those players. We remember those teams. We remember those runs because they weren't Leicester City in the Premier League. We remember these things because they weren't supposed to happen. If everything went according to plan, life would be boring.
Yeah, especially sports. I mean, as Al Michaels once said, do you believe in miracles? Yes.
Yes. And like that is the ethos of sport is like all of a sudden the crazy happens. The kick six.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the kick six in the Iron Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, just like Give me the Wild. Give me the.
Tua rolls out to his left and throws a bomb downfield to win a national championship. And I see Nick Saban smile for the first time in his life.
Just give me.
Vince Young finds the end zone in the corner.
Give me the volatility.
Sure. Why is Reggie Bush passing that football backwards?
No.
You're like, what are you doing?
But just give me the opportunity to have it. That's all I'm looking for.
Look at you romanticizing sports over there.
I like it, man.
I
It's
like
fun.
it too. Up next is Web Gems. We'll get to there. We'll send you the land of golf. Couple cool things I saw this weekend to give some flowers to. We'll do that next. 105.1 The Fan. All right, everybody's favorite web gems. We'll have a quick little shorty here. Coming up in the Big Nooner, it's a free consultation Tuesday, so we'll get to that. 12:15, get those in, 503-864-6326. Some are already coming in. Good chance we do 2 seggies, but we'll leave that up to you guys. We'll also have a conversation about a rookie in the three-point competition and how he stacks up in comparison to the rest. But Web Gems today comes to you by way of the world of golf. Something fun over the weekend, Danny, was Anthony Kim won a tournament on Live Golf in Australia for his first win in a decade.
Yeah.
Plus, guess he battled a lot of substance abuse issues, a lot of things that can happen to you when you get real famous and real good at golf. And so that was
at a real young age.
At a really young age. So that was kind of a nice thing to see him get as well. The other thing is there was a tournament at Pebble Beach. Dude, I'm saying this to you. I think we've talked about this before during golf season last year, and I talk with Dirt about this sometimes. I'm telling you, when you watch tournaments, PGA tournaments, when Scotty Scheffler is in those tournaments, you can almost always count on this. Day one, real average. He's just like walking the course,
feeling it out.
-1, +1, even somewhere around there. Usually doesn't blow up. Okay, day 2, it's kind of like, all right.
Moving day.
And then all of a sudden, bam, there's Scotty. Scotty had 3 eagles in a row to finish out his round on Sunday. Like, dude, there are things like taxes, death, and Scheffler's making a run on the last day. It's unbelievable. And I can sit here and tell you it's going to happen, and you're like, it can't happen all the time. I swear it happens to him every time.
In case, unfortunately, you're not old enough to experience this, the most crippling thing in the history of golf is Tiger Woods.
Yes. I mean, Tiger... Well, but the thing is Tiger rarely came back and won.
No,
Tiger
one.
Tiger would just blow you out of the water.
Throat.
Yeah, and just absolutely murder you. To where Scheffler,
and then on Sunday, if you even thought about it,
then he's
going to murder your corpse and do Geneva Convention violations to your body.
Exactly. To where Scheffler just kind of let you guys figure it out. Yeah. You show me how this course is playing. I don't know if he's going back and watching tape or what, but come day 3, day 4, that bitch is his now.
He's starting to put together the framings of an all-time career. And what's interesting about it is
I might be willing to say he's already got it.
He's Jokic-like, where he's been very adamant that golf is not the most important thing to him. It is his faith, it is his family, and then it is golf. And I think there's something cool in that, of a guy who knows who he is, where his identity is, and is just adamant for it. And I think that's why you see his confidence not waver.
Right.
He can have a bad round. He can have a bad tournament.
And like Jokic, he's gonna just disappear someday.
Yeah, no. When he's done,
he's done. He's
gone.
He's not gonna Freddie Couples this on the senior tour and hit the celebratory Masters shot. I don't think he's gonna do that.
But also, we love Freddie Couples because he has the best swing we've ever seen.
He's good looking too.
It just works for him.
What's more dangerous, Patrick Mahomes with 2 minutes left on the clock, or Scotty Scheffler within 5 strokes on day 4?
I think it's Scotty.
It might be Scotty.
I'd say it's Scotty too.
Yeah,
it might be Scotty because he is in control of that.
He's in control of everything.
Yeah, to where we've seen Mahomes, if he doesn't have the pieces. Now, this is going to sound like a shot at Mahomes. I don't mean it that way, but he usually has the pieces to do it, and when he doesn't, he can't.
Yeah.
To where Scotty, oh man.
And the thing is Scotty is not a guy who I think when it's all said and done that we're going to have, Tiger and Phil in their primes had shots and holes that they did unspeakable, unholy things that you're just sitting there just going, that's the only guy on the planet in the history of this game that could hit that shot in that moment, in that time, and make that happen. Where Scotty's is just, 3 eagles in a row. You're just sitting there going, he just hit great shot after great shot after great shot. Not because he had to, but just because he could.
Well, and Tiger and Phil are characters. They're larger than life kind of beings. They got these huge personalities, gregarious, fist pumping, and the Tiger with the the elbow fist pump thing
off the course.
And off the course, both have a lot of things going on, different things, but a lot of things going on as well.
Scotty's just down the middle.
Yep.
With his drive and his life.
Yep. I
agree.
He's
got that one arrest.
I love it. This kind of likens back to our conversation about LeBron.
Yeah.
Look, Scotty Scheffler might be boring, quote unquote, but his one negative thing of his entire career is
somebody wouldn't let him in a
arrest
parking lot
because a cop was being a jack. Like,
yeah.
okay,
Dude,
I'll
I'm
take it.
playing.
Yeah,
I'm going in here. See you later.
Officer, I hate to say this, but do you know who I
Yeah.
am? Like, I'm really not trying to play that card.
It's the anti Quintel Woods.
Yeah.
He didn't hand him his basketball card.
Sir, I don't want to do this to you, but like, I am the number one player in the world trying to get to this golf course.
I'm leading the tournament, sir.
Oh, just
Out there
fun
in his
things.
jail cell practicing his
Yeah,
swing.
no kidding. Well, golf season is upon us. Masters aren't too far away, so we'll take a peek at that. Side note, Tiger has not ruled the Masters out.
Of course he hasn't.
When we come back, the Big Nooner is next. A little bit about a rookie and his place in history in the NBA plus free consultation. That's Danny. I'm Patrick. 105.1 The Fan.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the Seattle Seahawks are unlikely to use their franchise tag on running back and Super Bowl 60 MVP Kenneth Walker III. According to Adam Schefter, the Seahawks have multiple free agents they would like to retain and sign during the offseason, including extending wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba. Some more NFL news for you as Miami Dolphins have released Tyreek Hill. Hill dislocated a knee and tore his ACL in Week 4 of the NFL season, and at 31 years of age, Hill will become a free agent for the first time in his 10-year career. An update for your Blazers before they get back in action on Friday, as Damian Lillard has won his third three-point contest over the weekend. Lillard now joins Larry Bird and Craig Hodges as the only three-time winners of the event. Blazers back in action on Friday, hosting the Nuggets inside the Moda at 7. And last but not least, Oregon's men's basketball is in action tonight as they will host the Minnesota Golden Gophers tonight at 7:30. Make sure to tune in right here on 105.1 for pregame coverage right after Isaac and Suk wrap up with primetime at 7. For more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The Fan is live on YouTube and Twitch. And
Two down, one to go here. The firm of Harris and Meringue. We do this bad boy every single Monday through Friday, except for yesterday. From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. After us, we'll toss it over to Duck Insider from 1 to 2. The Fan Happy Hour with Luke Anderson from 2 to 3, and then you know it, baby. Don't you forget it. It's prime time. Isaac and Suk back in action. Best show in town for a reason from 3 to 7. Oh, hold up. Bonus coverage tonight on 1080 The Fan. We'll have Timbers Fan debut, myself and Jake Zivin of MLS Apple TV. Talking Timbers, baby, because the season is upon us. Opening night is on Saturday. I'll be at the game. I'm very excited against Columbus Crew. Should be a fun season. Check out that show Jake and I, Zivin and I will do every Tuesday. Not on YouTube. We'll most likely usually be on 105.1 FM and 1080. This week we are bumped to just 1080 due to the Ducks basketball game tonight that you can catch right here on the Fan. But it'll be podcasted wherever you get your podcast, the Odyssey app. We're just not on YouTube. 14 hours of continuous live local regional sports talk radio. Let's do it. Coming up this hour, we'll get to some free consultation. Get those in 503-864-6326 or over on the YouTubes as well. A lot to get to. Some of those rolling in. We can have fun with that when we get there. But I wanted to bring this up, Dan. We've talked about this man a lot. We've kind of navigated close to this, but I wanted to let this man have his full time in the sun and give him some real reason to breathe. That would be Con Knippel. That is the basketball player at the Charlotte Hornets.
Out of Duke.
Formerly out of Duke University. Roommates with Cooper Flagg.
Con has put real spice into the Rookie of the Year. He will not win it because Cooper Flagg, and as long as the injury doesn't keep him out of anything, Cooper Flagg has been as advertised. Con came out and was above that. Over the last 15 games, this is what I want to put this in perspective, right? So on the season, Cooper Flagg's averaging 20.7 rebounds, 4 assists, and he's shooting 50, 30, 78. Over the last 15 games, Cooper Flagg is averaging 26, 7, and 4, shooting 50, 37, 77.
Yeah.
As a 19-year-old rookie.
Yep.
That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. And this is not... Con is better than most rookies we ever see, but do not get it twisted between the levels between these two guys. But what Con is doing, this is Con over the last 15 games. 19 points, 7 boards, 4 assists on 50, 45, 94 shooting. Now, keep in mind the difference between the two players. Cooper Flagg is running their offense.
It's kind of the only thing they
kind
got
of
right
in the
now.
tank. Meanwhile, LaMelo Ball is actually playing basketball and playing it well. Brandon Miller is playing basketball and playing it well. Miles Bridges is being a dumbass, but playing basketball and playing it well. And the Hornets have been on a bit of a run. Con has fit into that seamlessly. And this isn't to take away from him, but his role is different than what Flagg has been. This is what Con Knippel has done as a shooter this year. Not for rookies, the NBA. In effective field goal percentage for wings, he is in the 92nd percentile. He is at 61.5%. In mid-range, he is in the 84th percentile. He's at 50%. In three-point shooting, he is in the 93rd percentile at 44%. This guy keeps that thing on him.
Some things that I found in this article by Jeremiah Engelman. Is that how you say it? He created RAPM. Nerds. He is claiming that Con Knippel is probably the fourth best rookie of the last 30 years. And here is why. No rookie in history has ever gotten to 100 made threes as quickly as Knippel, who only needed 244, starting his NBA career at 41%. He's improved from there, and now he's 43rd, 15th in the league from threes. Of the 15 players other than Knippel, 10 have had career rated in the 95th percentile. Like, the dude is balling. The other people, the other three rookies on this list, James Harden, Jason Tatum, and Victor Wembanyama. It's nice company to be in.
It is. Con is a guy who...
They're expecting him to be... Sorry to cut you off. They're expecting him to be a top 10 shooter in the NBA for the next 15 years.
Con is one of the best shooters I've ever seen. Period.
And he's got that, like... I hate it because they're both white guys with spiky hair, but he's got that Luka thing to him where he doesn't seem as big as he actually is.
Con is like...
he seems like a 6'2" white boy from Duke.
No, he's
6'5",
6'6", and he's...
big shoulders.
215, 220. He looks like Big Country Reeves shrunk down.
Yes, he kind of does.
Like, he's not svelte, but he's also not fat, but he's not jacked either in the sense of, like, he doesn't look like Giannis. But Luka's a great comp because I've said this a lot of times, and people may or may not believe it. Luka's one of probably the three strongest guys in the league.
Yep.
Steven Adams is the Greek god of strength in the NBA. Like,
although he's really pissing me off, according to Kevin Durant.
There you go. Which is, again, if you have a problem with Steven Adams, it's a you problem, not a Steven Adams problem. Steven Adams is well beloved.
We could go on for hours about the problems that Kevin Durant has.
Yes. But Con is very strong. His core is very strong. That's where Luka gets a lot of his strength from. I've said this, God, I don't even know how many times. One of my favorite things to talk to young players is after they play one of Steven Adams or Luka Doncic. Because the reaction I get from them is always the same thing. Holy crap, that dude is strong. I asked Donovan Clingan about Steven Adams after he played him at the end of the year last year, and he was like, I've never not been able to move somebody. He goes, I've never in my life have I not been able to move somebody, and I could not move him. I couldn't do anything with him.
It's that classic, I've been the best player on my team for my entire life.
It's not even just the best player. It's just like there's a sorting that happens when you realize, like, you try to move Steven Adams, doesn't happen. When Luka hits you with that chicken wing and uproots you 2 feet, and you're just thinking, but he just looks like a flabby white dude.
Right.
And all of a sudden he hits you with that shoulder and you don't stand a chance, and you go, oh.
Also, how many years did he play at Duke? How old is the kid?
Con's 20 years old.
He's got a lot of room to grow.
And when he gets that grown man strength that bears with this, the thing is, like, the typical euphemisms, white guy, heart, grinder, first in,
Gym
first
rat,
out, real
scrappy.
coach, all those other things. He has that. But he's also not Kyle Korver. He's not just this off-ball guy who runs around the floor. No. If you watch the NCAA tournament last year when the ACC tournament last year when Cooper Flagg went down, they didn't turn the game over to Zion James. They gave the ball to Con Knippel, and he ran their offense.
Why did he fall so far in the draft then?
Well, he didn't fall that far.
But why didn't he go number 2?
Because VJ Edgecombe exists.
You'd rather have VJ Edgecombe than Con Knippel right now? Different players, yeah.
But again,
different needs.
VJ's really good.
Yeah, I agree.
He's really good. And again, Con doesn't fit the typical archetypes. And we were talking about this off air. The biggest athletes, when I was younger, when I was doing evaluations, the biggest athletes, I was always like, give me the guy that has the craziest profile, and then let me figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I have gone away from, don't get me wrong, I still want a crazy, like, Wemby's physical traits are crazy. I'd much rather have the guy that is so great with what he has now, because guys that rely on athleticism, whether it's Derrick Rose or John Morant or Zion Williams, like you just go down a list of those guys. What ends up happening when the athleticism fades? Blake Griffin. What happened when the athleticism faded?
Off a cliff.
He's still good, but fundamentally they're different players.
Yep.
Like Chris Paul, yes, he was bursty quick, but it didn't matter. Like Steve Nash, I'm not saying these guys aren't athletic. I'm talking about in the pantheon of NBA athleticism. I want guys whose brains, their IQ, their awareness, their flow within the game, being able to predict and see things, to be able to shoot the ball, be able to create off the bounce. Like Andre Miller is not the craziest athlete you've ever seen. Chauncey Billups is not the craziest athlete you've ever seen. They were incredible. Steve Nash, they're incredible point guards because their brains were better than Jason Kidd. Now, Jason Kidd was a big guard, but their brains
For
were
my money,
better.
second best point guard ever.
And you can make that argument because his brain was just better than everybody else's. I'm not saying Kahn is that level of IQ player, but he's a very high IQ player. But you throw in the fact that he's a generational shooter. There's no hole in his game. Now, if you want to say he can get better, it's being better as a rim finisher. And that's where you can say maybe the athleticism. He needs to be able to figure out his footwork. He needs to be able to figure out how he can get to spots a little bit better. But this is a guy that catch and shoot off the bounce, taking a guy to the rack, body and pulling up from mid-range. There's not a shot on the floor that you don't want him taking. And he's a 20-year-old rookie. Mm-hmm. They found a guy. And between him and Brandon Miller, like whatever you do with LaMelo, he's playing better. I don't want to be in that business.
I don't think they do either.
But if you're telling me you've got Brandon Miller and Concanipo as your building blocks,
you're in a good spot.
You're in a good spot for the first time in God knows how long in Charlotte.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that the NBA, the East kind of stinks. So their lottery chances go kind of in the toilet despite being under 500. Because if they could somehow sneak into this draft and have a decent pick and get a third one right there, boy, look out. And Charlotte's been in a bad spot for a long time.
Since they came back.
The Charlotte Hornets have not been worth anything since Muggsy Bogues, Grandmama, and Zoe. Mm-hmm. That's it.
You had a little smidgen of a time here.
Yeah. That was it. So it'd be nice to see them, see if they can, pull that through. But a lot of that goes to Concanipo. If you have not watched him, find him.
I am very interested to see how Cooper Flagg, Concanipo, and VJ Edge can finish the season. Yeah. Like, we may look back at this class and go, ooh, this is a spicy little class.
Ace Bailey.
No, Dylan Harper.
Dylan Harper. Yeah, Dylan, I feel like, is in a different situation. We could talk about that down the road. When we come back, it is a free consultation Tuesday. Get those in 503-864-6326 or over on the YouTubes. We'll do that next. 105.1 The Fan. Free consultation. Every single Tuesday, 12:15. We're happy to have you. Thanks for being a part of our day, and we're happy to be a part of yours. I'm gone tomorrow, Danny.
You are.
You are by yourself.
Well, I got Casey.
I think I heard Casey's out too. You have to do the buttons too.
Yeah, it looks like you're doing buttons.
Well,
No, I'll be here.
we're screwed.
Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.
See you later. You'll be listening to ESPN syndicated show.
You don't know how to do
1.
that. You don't know how to put it in.
I just said from noon to 3.
Dude. Should I be offended by that?
No.
Should I be offended by that?
I see where his brain's going on
Well,
this one.
I mean,
3-hour show. We're starting the big nooner.
well, no, my show with Dusty was noon to 3. And let's see if I can get through tomorrow.
6 months ago.
Yeah, I know. Let's see if I can get through this tomorrow.
7 months ago.
Through tomorrow.
You
That's-
see, I was trying to help you out there,
No,
and then you had
no,
to
no,
just
no,
dig
no.
them toes in.
No. I did the last time you were out. I did manage to do the entire show without saying Danny and Dusty.
Good job.
Well, I'm not in the one chair unless I was doing that. I haven't. I've had to do it. I think 3 times since you've been here.
Yeah.
So it's like I just default back to what I did for 3 years.
It's because I have perfect attendance.
Yeah, you're up there.
I try.
Yeah.
I try my best. I don't, we do flu games. And let's not forget, I have the ultimate flu game, dude. I was dying.
You were.
I woke up at 5:15, ready to text Dusty. I'm dying. I'm not coming in. At 5:25, my phone buzzed. Chauncey Billups was arrested by the
Yep.
FBI. And I was like, well,
Looks
going
like
in
our
today.
Look, I came in straight from Vegas. That was tough.
That was
That
tough,
was a
dude.
tough trip.
You should be in my chair. That was tough.
It's not a good show.
So I'm out tomorrow. I got to go to Timbers Media Day, but you'll hold it down.
Yeah,
What are you going to talk about? Tyreek Hill for 3 hours?
probably
Probably.
a lot of Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Well,
We
we'll,
could do it.
we'll throw a smattering of NFL in there. There's been some moves. That
Yeah,
we're,
there's a
we're-
lot of
we're-
stuff
we're
going
pocketing
on.
away, but we'll dive into some Blazars.
Free consultation. This kind of is a crossover that we put in from our opening hour. We both felt that this All-Star game was solid. I didn't hate it,
I mean,
is
that-
the way you put it.
Yeah, I mean, like that's kind of where we're at with this. It's been so bad. It's like,
Don't be badder.
yeah, can you make it not suck?
Well, what then? Let me ask this consultation question. What can we do to continue the momentum of the All-Star game?
The opposite whatever Adam Silver suggests.
Just straight up like that?
Adam, what do you think we should do? I think we should whatever he says, the opposite of that. Just go down that path.
Just opposite day with Adam Silver?
Just getting guys to care just a little bit more. Like,
But what
You-
would
you-
do that?
you
Is
need-
money going to do it?
you need not look further than the 3-point contest.
Yeah.
Who do they have in it?
Stars.
You had and you also had a young guy in Con come out there.
A
And,
young star.
yeah, like
Yeah, a budding star.
like that matters.
Mhm.
Put like
I did
somebody
like-
needs to go get the dunk contest guys and be like, guys, look, we'll put $1 million in the account.
Mm-hmm.
Winner take all. Go stunt.
Yeah. You don't think it'll still be Cam Thomas and Matt McClung?
God, it's just.
Now, one thing I did really like about it that I thought worked really, really well that I would like to see if there's a way to continue that going. Again, I don't know if I just missed this going into it or if this was something they decided on the end, was Team Stripes being the old guys and Team Stars being the young
Yeah.
guys. I really, really liked that. So if you're talking about like a Rising Stars challenge meets the NBA,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know if I need the world and being separate from USA. I think that works now because of the players
I don't think
that we have.
I don't think it's going to change.
But I don't know. I mean, in 10 years, are we still Jokic, Luka, Giannis?
no, but there'll be another generation.
Will there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. Look, man. As long as that mutant lab in France keeps cranking these dudes out, yeah, we're gonna be there.
But what I would love is I would love Rising Stars meets this in.
But it's the actual Rising Stars.
Yes, but it is keep Anthony Edwards and Tyrese Maxey and Wembanyama on one team and put the LeBron, KD, at that point Jokic, Giannis on another team, and that's kind of fun. Let the kids talk trash and let the old dudes try to stunt on them. Now, I do love these mini games, even though, as Sprague pointed out to me, you put the numbers together and it's still like 209 to 180 is the final score. But something about those condensed games made me want to watch it because I didn't get bored.
No.
I got bored in the last game because it became a blowout.
Yes.
But I didn't get bored when it's 65-42 in the first quarter. Like, I'm bored.
You're like, I'm out.
I'm so bored of this.
It's a little aperitif, right? You know, you're getting your tasters as opposed to, well, here's 2.5, 3 quarters of bleh, and hopefully it's close. And in the fourth quarter, guys who care start caring. I mean, Jokic doing what he did was not the best look.
No, and KD texting or tweeting the entire time from the bench is also not a good look.
And then we can also talk about the potential for a burner account.
But like
spicy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess again it's back to that conversation. If this is the worst part of Kevin Durant, then so be it.
Yeah.
But it's still not a good look.
No.
Jokic like giggling about not playing and being a loser is not cool. At least Luka looked like he was engaged.
Sure.
Giannis was just posing with his kids the entire time.
Did you see the Giannis Shams interaction?
No.
Giannis went over to dap him up, and Shams just stared him down. What? And Giannis went, oh, okay.
Why? Why are you staring Giannis down?
Just
because he called you out?
Just left him hanging.
Dude, Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to be remembered in the history of basketball and is how we talk about the history of basketball. Nobody cares, Shams. You're water carrying for the league and for ESPN.
I love that Giannis did that.
He should.
I loved it. It was fun.
He should.
It's fun.
I would have Adrian Wojnarowski's number in my phone on bookmark if that was the case.
I mean, Woj saw it.
Yeah.
Woj ain't getting stood up like that.
Giannis told his kids that they're going to play against Wembanyama.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. When they get in the NBA and they're in an all-star game, they'll play against Wemby. They also asked who their favorite player was, and they said LeBron. And not their dad.
I mean, that happens a lot.
But I've read that his kids don't really understand Giannis in the sense of like
where
that's
he ranks.
just dad.
That's just dad.
That's just dad.
I mean, imagine growing up as Bronny.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably an element of that.
But that's real rich dad.
Yeah, I know.
That's real rich
well,
dad.
I mean, Giannis is not broke.
No, he's not broke. But LeBron is like a billionaire.
Yeah. No, it's different. There's levels to it for sure.
We got off track on that. More free consultation coming up next. We got a couple more. Might squeeze in if you want to try to get them in. 503-864-6326. There's Casey with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This Sports Center update is brought to you by Big's Chicken. Try their smoked and fried wings, tossed with a perfect dry rub and served with a trio killer sauces. Menus at bigschicken.com. First on the Fan, the Seattle Seahawks are unlikely to use their franchise tag on running back and Super Bowl 60 MVP Kenneth Walker III. According to Adam Schefter, the Seahawks have multiple free agents that they would like to retain and sign during this offseason, including extending wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba. Some more NFL news for you as the Miami Dolphins have released wide receiver Tyreek Hill. Hill dislocated a knee and tore his ACL in Week 4 of the NFL season, and at 31 years old, Hill will become a free agent for the first time in his 10-year career. An update for your Blazers before they get back into action on Friday as Damian Lillard has won his third three-point contest over the weekend. Lillard now joins Larry Bird and Craig Hodges as the only three-time winners of the event. Blazers are back in action on Friday, hosting the Nuggets inside the Moda at 7 o'clock. And Oregon's men's basketball is in action tonight. They will host the Minnesota Golden Gophers tonight at 7:30. Make sure to tune in right here on 105.1 for pregame coverage right after Isaac and Suk wrap up with primetime at 7. For more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of dirt and spray. Weekday.
Finishing up free consultation, before we get to closing arguments to send you on your way. Free consultation, these are your questions you send in. Needing some help, some advice. Your love life, your personal life, your sports life, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Free consultation. R.I.P. Bob Duvall. What movie should I watch? What is the Robert Duvall movie you should watch? Or what are your favorites?
Secondhand Lions.
Secondhand Lions?
Secondhand Lions is a banger.
Kicking and screaming. Will Ferrell and him.
So strange, guys. I'm going to go with The Godfather Part 1 and Part 2. I'm really going to go with those. I like those a lot. He is really, really good in To Kill a Mockingbird as Boo Radley. In fact, I feel like I mentioned him as Boo Radley in To Kill a Mockingbird last week.
Yeah, you did.
We were talking about, it was Super Bowl. Because Gregory Peck has an Oscar, and he went to the same college as a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I love Robert Duvall. I think what I'm going to watch, because I feel bad for saying this, especially because of my love for this genre, I've never seen Open Range.
Oh, really?
With Kevin Costner
Open
and
Range
Annette Bening.
is like, that's probably number 3 on my list.
I know. I've never seen that movie, and I think that's
a sneaky good one.
I found it somewhere free floating around.
Yeah.
I just happened to acquire it on a digital file.
There you go.
That I can watch this weekend or this week. I think that's where I'm going to go.
Shout out BitTorrent.
I've been watching a lot of Westerns of late.
Yeah.
Just kind of going through some classics and ones that I've never seen before that aren't really classics per se. And I realized I'd never seen Open Range, so it's on the list, and it just got bumped up.
Do Westerns that take place in Australia count?
Like Appaloosa?
Quigley Down Under.
Quigley Down Under definitely counts. Definitely counts.
Have you seen it? Have you
No,
seen
I haven't.
Oh, Case.
If you like Westerns, The Harder They Fall. Jonathan Majors is a dude named The Bullet produces it. He does a lot of music production for Jay-Z.
Okay.
Really great movie.
Okay.
Also, at least adjacent to True Grit for going Duvall.
I've seen both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other good Robert Duvall stuff. Have you ever seen the original MASH movie?
Yeah.
He is in that. He is excellent in that.
Robert Duvall, we were talking about this in the break, is like John Goodman. Adding Robert Duvall to your movie is never going to be a bad thing. It's always just going to make it better. He's not on the level of like, a Denzel, where like, if Denzel is in a movie, the movie is automatically good. And you can say, well, the Equalizer movies are not. Shut up. They're good. Denzel's in it. It's good. You put Robert Duvall, like, Gone in 60 Seconds is not a masterpiece of film. But you put Robert Duvall in it, and I'm just like, oh, this is good.
He's really good in Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
That's probably his most famous line.
This movie here, Tender Mercies, came out in 1983. A broken down middle-aged country singer gets a new wife, reaches out to his long-lost daughter, and tries to put his troubled life back together. I have not seen this movie. Have you?
What movie?
Tender Mercies.
No.
He's like a country singer. That he won an Oscar for.
What year is it filmed?
1983.
Oh, okay. The rule is in play there. It was before I was born.
Yeah, but still, like,
by a year.
But still, it's Robert Duvall. Like, me loving him as much as I do, the fact that I've never seen that movie kind of blows me away. 1984 Oscars.
I mean, you also have Days of Thunder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Days of Thunder.
Old baby Tom Cruise.
Let's see. Bob Duvall beat out Michael Caine for Educating Rita.
Ooh.
Tom Conti for Reuben. Tom Courtenay for The Dresser. And Albert Finney for The Dresser.
Yeah.
Big year.
Also,
Best picture that year, Terms of Endearment.
You
like real sad stuff.
If you get the best of both worlds there, where you get Robert Duvall and Michael Caine in Secondhand Lions.
The other Oscar winners that year for acting, Best Actress Shirley MacLaine, Terms of Endearment, Jack Nicholson, Terms of Endearment.
There you go.
And Linda Hunt, The Year of Living Dangerously.
Did pretty well at the award show there.
Yeah, that's a banger.
Yeah.
That's a banger.
No, it's I knew Robert Duvall was old. I didn't know he was born in 1931 old.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn. That's a good run.
Yep.
He's To Kill a Mockingbird.
I know, but I mean,
That
like,
movie's in black and white.
Yeah, yeah,
Gregory Peck was in that movie.
yeah.
My
It's
dog is named, well, my old dog was named after a
Atticus?
character, Scout.
Scout.
oh, there you go.
The girl.
Yeah, I just did not like, for love of God, Spaceballs.
Mel Brooks?
Yeah, Mel Brooks. God, I wanted to say Mel Gibson for a second. I'm like, nope, that's not it. But Mel Brooks feels really, 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 really old.
He is really
He's
old.
100 years old. But Robert Duvall does not feel that level of old, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't either. Another great Western coming across on the text line, Lonesome Dove.
There you go.
That's really good.
I might need to do a little Western splurge just so I can throw Blazing Saddles in there.
Oh, dude, I watch a ton of Westerns all the time.
It's a good one.
Currently watching One-Eyed Jacks with,
How do we feel about spaghetti Westerns?
I love spaghetti
There you
Westerns.
go. Love
Yeah.
'em.
Love them. I'm watching One-Eyed Jacks right now. It's got Marlon Brando
There you
in
go.
it.
Oh, yeah. Come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
It's way before that stuff.
There you go.
I was recently told I have no red flags, but many dark orange ones. Is that a compliment or an insult?
Yes.
They just don't want to tell you that they're red.
Look, let me give you a good example of the leader in the MLS over the last 10 years in yellow cards is a man named Diego Chara.
Who
Right.
might be the kindest man in the entire sport.
Also, we'll have a statue built of him outside of Providence
Yes.
Park. Does he get a lot of red cards? Sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but not as many as yellows. He did lead the league once in red cards. That's because Kyle Beckerman took the year off.
There you go.
Too many yellows? That's not bad. It's like Rashid with too many technicals. That's not too bad.
Beige flags.
Don't get thrown out.
Yeah.
Don't do something like don't Steven Jackson in the crowd.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
But hey, play hard.
But what
Fight hard.
really is an orange flag? Like, I get someone saying a beige flag. What's an orange flag?
Well, if you like to party, but the party never stops, then that could be a red flag.
Yeah.
But you like to party could be an orange.
See, I went lighter than that. Like, you're a very neat, clean person, but you don't wipe the toilet seat after you pee.
I went the opposite.
There
It
you
was,
go.
You're
Like-
an extremely dirty person, but you dress up clean.
No, there you go.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
yeah. You wear a suit every day to work, but your house is just filthy.
Exactly.
You're a hoarder.
Yeah,
Does that person exist?
probably, dude. I think all people of anything you can think of
Yeah,
exist.
that's true. That TV show Hoarders, I can't watch that, dude. It makes my skin crawl.
Absolutely not.
Like
Too
people,
many dead cats.
just dead everything. Like they're just like, oh God, ugh. Not many things make my skin crawl, man, but that's one of them. And I'm not a neat freak.
Yeah.
Man, can't do that.
One more consultation we'll save for the other side for closing arguments. We'll do that next. 105.1 The Fan.
It's time for Easy Play, brought to you by Home Z, making home improvement easy.
Talking like he's going to win. Oh, for sure. He's telling him to throw the ball high enough. Are you kidding me right now, Ann? Let's see if Sean Wright obliges. We are just about set. 75th NBA All-Star Game is underway, and Team World has it first. So 12-minute game. Oh, great way to start. Victor Wembanyama.
Noah Eagle on NBC calling the All-Star Game with my boy Reggie, Jamal Crawford, Wembanyama, Victor Wembanyama.
You know my good friend Wembanyama?
That guy's pretty good. He set the tone pretty early. I wish the rest of the world would have followed him as stars come out victorious in the NBA All-Star Game. This Easy Play brought to you by HomeZ. Use HomeZ's online calculator to estimate your project instantly. Make it easy. Call HomeZ. That's HOMZE. HomeZ.com.
We just finished.
Going to do it for us. Closing Arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit leskinlaw.com for more information. I'm very happy to see on the text line how much love you all have for Robert Duvall and how much you all love Westerns, too.
We've cultivated our audience.
Trying to, my friend. Trying to.
There you go.
There is a leftover consultation that I think we need to get into here, Daniel. Free consultation. I see how Danny looked at Joe Simons in their Subaru commercial, Patrick.
It's not a Kia commercial.
How do you deal with seeing your co-host look at his other co-hosts with such joy and care? Well, you should see me in the parking lot when I drive away. No, I would say to myself, well, you and Joe have been doing it for a long time. You and Joe are buddies. Yeah. You know, like we've known each other, but we didn't really know each other until we do this. Look, I am not a snowflake in that. I am more than willing to understand that people have other lives. Now, are you my wife?
Yeah.
That's a different problem. That is a whole nother problem.
Look, it's my work wife.
That's your work wife.
You know, I'm cheating on him with you.
I used to have work wives, and I think I got to get out of that biz. Yeah. I think it's just I want to go home.
Oh yeah. No. You. I mean, like I said, Joe and I have been together for almost a decade.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's crazy is, we'll catch up pretty quick as far as time together, but because we do, not only 3 hours on air, but usually, an hour before the show, and it's every day. But Joe and I used to do pre and post together, which means we would be there an hour before we do pregame, and then we do an hour pregame, then do 3 hours of basketball together, then do an hour postgame. So we'd 82 times a year we would spend 7-8 hours together.
Right, and don't they always say, like, the best friends are ones that you don't really have to catch up with? You just kind of,
just pick up.
Yeah, I just haven't seen you in a while. What's up, dude? And it's like, oh, hey, man.
Yeah, and it's like, through the summer, Joe and I will golf together. But, I live down south. He lives on the east side and the sticks out in
where
Lentz.
does Joe live?
He's Lentz guy.
Oh, he's in Lentz.
Yeah, he's a stone throw from his other sports job where he does the PA for the Pickles.
Pickles.
He's just down the street from Walker Stadium.
See, that would be a nice place to live. Wow. That
Well,
area around
that
the
area right
stadium.
there, great. No, right there.
Okay.
Great. They to be fair, they've gentrified the living crap out of it. But once you get like 2 blocks any other direction, you're like, things happen out here. But you gotta.
It's a little wild. It's not Gateway.
No.
We're not Gateway. Fred Meyer.
No.
I think they closed that.
Yeah,
Fred
they did.
Meyer.
They finally did. Yeah,
Good.
Yeah,
that was needed.
Yeah, that was Dave Chappelle. Liquor store, gun store, liquor store, gun store. Where are you taking me?
Yeah.
Crackhead just trickles across the street. It's bad.
I feel bad for the people that lost their Fred Meyer in that area. But I don't feel bad about people not dying in the parking lot randomly. People dying try to stop other people from dying randomly.
We went out to PIR for the light show for Christmas.
Yeah. What is that in vacation? Roll them up.
Yeah.
Roll them up.
Yeah.
Roll them up.
We went and grabbed boba down the street, University District, yesterday, and we were randomly talking about drugs, and a literal tweaker ran into the middle of traffic. And we're like, "Do you think they want some? They'll probably love it right now." Like it was just like, "Oh, buddy, there's certain areas, certain little pockets out there. You're just like, nope, click, click."
I get our water jugs at Home Depot in Jansen Beach, and it's better than getting water jugs at Lowe's in Delta Park. Ooh. Delta Park, I drive by it every single day.
And if you do have, I've had to go in there once. Everything's chained up.
Everything
is chained up. You cannot grab that's not true. You can grab roof trusses. Like they'll let you carry those out because you can't run away with those. Everything's chained up.
How there is a Dick's Sporting Goods there, I have no idea, dude.
Oh,
that's like an REI in the Pearl.
Yeah, just
that did happen and it did not work.
No, because you know what they do there? They do the same thing. Everything's chained up.
Yeah,
they all have the things like if it's over like $75, it's locked. And it's like, can you come over here and help me? Like, can you imagine working at one of those where your job is basically just unlocking stuff all day?
Laundry detergent is locked at my Fred Meyer in Salmon Creek.
The one on the corner. They have the horseshoe. When you go into there's a check stand inside the middle of the store, and it has little gates to go grab housewares.
Yeah, but bro, I live in the burbs.
Yeah, I know.
In a nice part of the burbs.
Stuff out here. Random thing, I had to go get some leather conditioner. because my my dog puked on my girlfriend's couch. Oops. And so I had to clean that up. I had to clean that up.
Damn right, you had to clean that up.
So they're like $9. Fred Meyer in Wilsonville had them locked up. Meanwhile, there's all these other products that are like 25, 30, 40 bucks all around it, not locked up. I'm like, are people just stealing leather conditioner?
The saddest thing for me was seeing baby formula locked up.
Yeah,
that's the toughest one. Yeah.
It's like, look, I don't want your kid to starve, but it's leaving the shelves too. It's like,
some things to get to here real quick. Have you seen what's going on in this John Shire Duke court storming thing? What?
No, because Rufio says, I saw a man viciously humping a guardrail in Columbia when I was student teaching at Roosevelt.
That sounds awesome.
That doesn't beat the guy.
Dude, I've worked in this neighborhood.
A nice guardrail.
Dude, I've worked in this neighborhood, Slabtown area, and I've worked in the Pearl for years, dude. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it all.
There was a guy butt naked in Goose Hollow outside NBC yanking it.
Yeah.
In the dead center middle of the intersection.
And I used to live off, in Kenton, off Lombard. Like, you know.
I was in Tacoma for the last year, and I lived a block away from the homeless camp.
Tacktown.
Oof.
Tacktown.
Yeah. So again, we're used to it.
Yeah. That's the thing is, like, again, Chappelle had it right. You can't just be taken to the projects. You have to prepare yourself. Like, if you just wantonly pulled into it, that's not fair.
Mm-mm.
You don't do that to somebody.
No.
It's tough.
No. Have you seen this John Shire?
No. What's? I mean, he's
when,
Duke, so I'm assuming he's complaining.
Remember UNC hit the shot to beat Duke? John Shire is claiming that several of his coaches were punched in the face. However, the local district attorney says there's zero evidence, and so Shire's mad at that.
Jeff Neiman, the district attorney. Hold on, let's take bets. Did he go to Duke or North Carolina?
I'm going to go with North Carolina State. F both of you.
I'm going to guess he was a community college kid turned into a Tar Heel.
Jeff is a graduate of the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Put it on the board.
You can put it on the board.
Yep.
This is right there with Trinidad Chambliss signing the football for the judge.
Dude, like.
And the basketball player who the judge presiding over the case was an Alabama graduate and booster.
Biocco? Is that a,
yeah,
Bediako.
Bediako.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, sports transcend. They're in your blood.
Get your hands up.
Look, Ryan Leaf broke into one of his kids' houses and stole pills, and I'm like, go Cougs. Community service.
I wonder if Neiman's friends with old Mike Nifong.
Yeah.
The old Duke North Carolina DA before that prosecuted the Duke lacrosse case, who was disbarred for being a true scumbag.
True scumbag, yeah.
Ruining a bunch of dudes' lives.
Take a little trip.
Yeah, just come on, man.
It is spring training right now. Pitchers and catchers have reported.
Everybody's in now, right?
Everybody's in.
Yeah.
I was listening to MLB radio over the weekend. Pablo Lopez of the Twins was pulled from his start with elbow discomfort. I was like, note to self, stay away from him in your fantasy draft. He has a torn UCL.
Oh, no way.
Whenever you hear your
sore
pitcher,
elbow.
Your pitch, God, my elbow kind of hurts. It's like, no. Good news, Twins fans. You were going to suck anyway.
Which is, but it's also one of those things where you look at it, it's like the NBA adjacent one. Sore Achilles, you're like, oh, sweet Jesus, no, no. Calf tightness. Oh, God.
Like we said, Tiger might come back for the Masters this year.
Honestly, I hope he keeps trying every time.
Sure, why not?
Just on the one-off chance that he can finish it.
That he did when he won last time? Dude, his last Masters win is my favorite one.
I mean, that's crippled Tiger out there doing it.
It's the same thing like the Warriors' fourth title. That's my favorite one.
Matters.
Let's see. Ronda Rousey is going to fight Gina Carano.
Oh, they're going to let Gina fight, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
Why can't Gina fight?
And she got canceled because of the whole Mandalorian thing. I think.
Wait, that lady?
Yeah.
Is she a fighter?
That's where she came from.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just know her in the Mandalorian.
What, do you think she was just built like a brick house for S's and G's?
And an actor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
No.
Gwendolyn Christie's kind of like that.
I mean, go Google Gina Carano in a fight.
Was she a good fighter?
Yeah.
Oh. News to me. News to me. I don't like this for Rousey, though. Dude, did you ever watch her wrestle? It was not pretty.
No. Also, the last time she stepped in that ring, she got tore up.
Yes. So, I don't know.
Checks cash, baby.
Checks cash, baby. What are we watching tonight? Anything good on the tube? Michigan, Purdue.
Oh, yeah. Big Ten Showdown.
Big Ten Showdown. That game's at 3:30. Oh, dang.
Oh, no.
Try to get home in time. One last pump for me. Timbers fan starts tonight. Myself and Jake Zivin will be
Pump it good.
hosting a show about the Timbers as the season starts on Saturday. Get that wherever you get your podcasts or check it on 1080 at 7 o'clock after primetime. Closing Arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit leskinlaw.com for more information. Leskin Law's one-day divorce mediation, peace treaties, not war plans. For Danny Morang, that's Casey Smith. I'm Patrick Harris. Go do something I would do.
Bye.